Test.
We are live, gentlemen. Look at this.
Let's go.
Fence Mafia figured it out. How to go live.
We'll wait a few seconds here to get some peeps in.
Yep.
Dan, why don't you tell us about your day?
My day?
Yeah. What was it like?
I think Shawn's day is a lot more important than mine. A lot more interesting, I should say.
Dan did not get strip searched in the airport today.
No, that's a plus.
No canine dogs.
Those days are over.
There was no discussion about EOMBs.
Mm-hmm. And planes and Coke.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Shawn King did spend some time in the airport this morning. Kind of.
Yeah.
That was a very scary event that I don't think I ever want to relive again, actually.
Yeah, I was terrified for you.
Were you really?
When you told
were
me
you
the story.
sleeping warm in your bed?
Warm in my bed.
And you were worried about Shawn at that moment. You're like, man,
yeah.
I bet he's stressing out right now, driving that bus, Bentley and the trailer through, what is that, Boston, LaGuardia?
Boston Logan, yeah.
Logan International.
Logan International. I didn't know the whole world lives underneath the streets. Like,
yeah.
You talk about, I worry about bridges and I worry about tunnels.
Yep.
I was in a bridge and a tunnel the whole entire time.
That's right.
Sometimes at the same time.
At the
same time.
And underwater, there's some times.
It was awful. Underwater even. The sign said, do not enter if you're a truck. I'm falling the category of truck.
That's a truck.
See a no truck sign. I'm worried about that. Oh, my God, what's getting ready to happen? So we had to drop off Jordan, and he had to hike literally a mile.
Yeah. He's probably used to that.
I said, brother, this is as close as we're getting, okay? We are lucky to even get this far. We had to abort multiple times. Sign said 12.6. I know we're clearly over that in height. No trucks. I know that's clearly a problem. It might be frowned upon when I get stuck in a tunnel, and Boston is shut down.
Yeah.
Mr. Fence has landed in Boston.
The best thing you did do was not get on Sturo Drive.
What is that? Is that the one I took?
No, so that's when you get off the bridge with all the cables that you were on, Zakem.
Yeah.
If you took the wrong turn and ended up on there, there's stone bridges that are 9 foot.
There was an accident that I took by accident, and I got off at 93, ended up at a off-ramp, and I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll get back on 93. And the sign said, no truck U-turn. And I had to calculate, like, well, I'm not technically a truck, so does that mean there's a chance?
No, we call it, there's a term here that we have. It's called you got Sturoed. When you hit Sturo Drive, there's a big thing that says cars only and a sign that hangs down low, and you'll smack that sign before you even make it on the road.
Poor Bentley. So I did not make the left-hand turn, even though I thought there was a possibility I could make it. But as I looked over there, it was very, very narrow. Seemed to be a lot of metal structures and concrete and very, so I went straight. Ended up in the streets of Boston.
Yeah.
Like, maybe a place you would take a bicycle. Maybe
how long
not
is this RV?
75 feet long.
75 feet in Boston, yeah.
So at some point, I knew it was only getting worse as we continued in Boston. Like, the further I go, the better chance I'm going to get stuck in a building. So, as rude as it was, I shut down 4 intersections, completely just sidewalks, curbs. As this thing turns, they have nothing else to do but stop. So we shut it down. There might be on the morning news. Thank God it was at 5 a.m.
Imagine some of the security cam footage on that one.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
We got Matt with Front Rock Fences. What up, Fence Mafia?
Rock.
Let's go,
Fence Mafia.
Shawn King pulled his Fence Mafia out of nowhere. We're here in...
Well, we're in Boston. Come on.
Boston.
You guys been telling me all the stories.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
It's all the same. It's one big state called New England.
It's all New England.
It's all New England.
It's New England, which is not a state, Shawn King. Shawn King and I are...
True story.
Yeah, we need to go back to school.
Back to high school.
Yeah, that's all right.
We'll get you there. We'll help you. We'll help you out.
Guys, we're over here at Matt Sheridana's place, which is right here. We have the Academy, Mr. Fence Academy on-site training tomorrow.
We have Bentley. We're doing a first live ever video from Bentley.
That's a windshield.
The Mr. Fence bus.
That's a windshield. That's the steering wheel, right? This is awesome. We, if you already seen a bunch of Facebook Lives, there's a bunch of Instagram videos. We already did what said can't be done, right? Driving post.
It already happened.
It's
like we just blew our wad already.
Dude, I'm telling you right now. This is going to be good tomorrow. How many guys, Matt, you got coming up?
And Shawn, you said it was 7 or 9 companies.
10 companies now, and 2 more posted back.
Yeah, so we got a lot of people coming. We're going to go with 50, 60, something in that neck of the woods.
If it pushes 80, we're not counting it.
Yeah.
We're not going to actually count the number of bodies here because
No.
that might be illegal in most states, but
But
New
not
Hampshire,
in New Hampshire because what do we do, Sean?
We live free or die.
Or die.
Right.
Live free or die. That's
I do know. I don't know if it's a state or not, but I do know we live free or die here in New Hampshire.
That's our motto, baby.
They're not going to bug us up here.
All right, well then bring it on.
Frank Wells, Doing It Well Services. Thanks for all the inspiration. Our small business is growing,
awesome.
and we want to attend the training this April at the Mr. Fence Academy, the retreat.
The 4th and 5th, or the actual installation training, or the retreat?
The retreat,
Two different things.
Frank, or the installation training. I think you should do both, my opinion. But hey, that's just me.
Just go all in.
Even if you do both, it's not enough.
Yeah, that's right. But we got Anthony Paxio, Shawn King,
Paxio.
Matt Sharadana.
Good work.
And of course, you got me, Dan Wheeler, the Fence Industry Podcast. And Matt with JC Fence also has Elite Technique, the Fence Pro's choice for CRM solutions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, I'm good. That rolls off the tongue, right?
Day,
I'm just saying,
Look
getting
at
pretty
you,
good
bro.
at it.
Get
Just
that plug
saying,
in there. Come on.
All right. Shawn King, Mr. Fence Academies.
Yes,
Of
sir.
course, you're listening to this now or watching it now, but people that are listening, this will be a podcast, believe it or not. The 4th and 5th, Shawn. So
Installation training.
installation training.
I'm
Where's that one
torn.
at?
It's in Evansville.
Evansville, okay.
And they're looking at he's looking at the monster
big
board
calendar.
right now, as you guys
Yeah.
can't see.
There's a
300
big-ass calendar, literally. It's
Big-ass
called
calendar.
Big-ass Calendar.
365 days on the wall in Bentley. 4th and 5th is in Evansville, Indiana, and we've been asked to do vinyl, wood, King Plus, and aluminum in 2 days. So,
Is it possible?
hell yeah. We'll make it fucking happen.
Yes. Where's that held at?
Might be working third shift. Evansville is all I know is going to be in Evansville, but I don't have a job site, nothing figured out yet. I'll
Well,
do that on the 3rd, the class on the 4th.
So if it starts like this training did, we were banging posts the night before,
We
right?
drove a post 5 feet into the ground.
We were out touring Boston. Looked at, man, there's a ton of videos. I forgot about the ledge videos.
Oh, dude, if you
yeah.
haven't been following today, where you been?
Ledge City, man, we have been all over. We've been bebopping
They
around.
said Boston's got rocks. I said bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
look, what
they showed
I
us.
learned today is it's not about Boston having rocks. It's not that. Boston does not have dirt.
Best way to put it.
Yeah.
Right.
Make it sound a little better.
It's called
right?
less dirt.
Yep.
Less dirt.
You guys have less dirt than most of us? Look at the rocks out there. Because everybo's got rocks. okay?
Everybody's got rocks.
But nobody talks about how much less dirt they have.
No.
You have so much less dirt that you're literally on like an Armageddon island
Mm-hmm.
of a rock.
That's all right.
I think that asteroid in Armageddon hit, and you guys decided to
I think
build
they
a
filmed,
on it, right?
they filmed that right here in
Yeah.
Middleton.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
think they did. Like, it's insane. But we already drilled some holes, right? With
One.
some big.
Found one.
But we drilled in rock. There's videos of Shawn
Top
King
secret.
With a dead
standing on
battery. With a
Yeah,
dead
with a
battery.
dead battery.
with the dead battery, standing on a rock. Drilled it so hard that thing literally rolled over. It just rolled over on its own, and the rock was huge.
I wish we had
It
video of
wasn't
that.
big. It was tiny.
Dude, it was like Anthony.
It's all relative.
It was the big
huge.
one.
It was
It's
the
one
big
of the
one.
smallest rocks
No.
we've seen today.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that
well,
one.
well, that day,
That's
yeah.
true. Okay,
Yeah.
that's true.
Well, yeah,
You're not wrong.
this is a rock. I'm
It's
not
all
talking about
relative.
flat.
Oh, not a mountain.
You said
Yeah.
boulders,
My
we're
bad.
saying
My
rocks.
bad. My bad.
Yeah.
Shawn King, Taylor Hope said, let's start a West Coast Misher Fence team.
Oh.
A team.
Is that a
like
fence
that.
company? Is that an academy? Is that a retreat?
Yeah,
what is that? I'm just putting
We have to
stuff.
qualify that because
Dude, I'm just throwing.
you say team to Shawn, it could be a no-dig team in California. I
Dude,
don't know.
I'm just saying I'm throwing. I'm like, you're gonna have an academy out there, retreat, right? Now you're gonna do an on-site training. Is that what you said?
We are going to California for a training. It's on schedule, but it's
Where
in
is
June.
it? June.
It's not on there yet.
Okay, it's not on.
I've only filled out to May.
And that's full.
I got
Yeah.
every single day.
Notice how the boat takes
Yeah,
priority.
there's only 4 days for the boat. Everything is full. It is
300 days of fence training,
Man,
5 days of boat.
I'm not seeing the live.
Priorities.
a.
We couldn't do the Instagram.
Shawn King, Justin.
Only like 5
Corrosio.
Facebooks.
Hello from the South Alabama. I've been trying to get my mom to let us do trainings and do the things Misher Fence has going to learn new things, but they are old school.
I don't teach old school.
But no, they are old
Oh,
school.
convert them.
Only believe in the world.
Hey, we've all been there. What's his name?
They don't advertise.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like us. I didn't advertise either.
You got to
Yep.
advertise.
And now we are full-fledged. Advertise like we should, but I watch most of your videos and try to learn as much as I can.
Good
Thank
man.
you, Shawn.
What's his name?
Justin Corrosio.
Oof.
Man, I'm bad with names.
Sorry, Crossfield.
All of it.
Italian.
Taylor Hope said all of it. Said basically started an academy, started a retreat out there
Lord
in
have
Cali.
mercy.
Okay, so
You do know I started in Cali, right? And then I left Cali.
yeah,
I'm probably not going to move back and live in Cali.
especially in 2024. James Blaziel, what up, dude?
James,
What up,
my
Fence
man.
fam? James is a coach with the academy,
Oh, he's a monster. He's more than a coach.
and he'll be at the retreat,
Beast. Oh, he'll be at the retreat.
and he'll be a speaker at the retreat.
Yes. How many speakers do we have at the retreat?
19 now.
You are
Wow.
correct. I thought you were wrong.
19 speakers.
No,
Bro, that's
That'll
off the
do.
chart.
19. Sean, break down the retreat real quick because some people don't get it. They think they're going to go, then go stay at a hotel, show back up at 10 in the morning, right, and leave at 5. Give them a real quick rundown because this is the real deal, guys.
That is not what's going to happen and has not happened, and I don't think it'll ever happen. You're going to start, unfortunately, probably around 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. You'll be pressured to work out with us. Not a workout like you traditionally would think. It's working out your spirit and your energy, right, in the morning with Chris Gas, maybe something really small. But we're going to make breakfast together, lunch together, dinner together. We're going to study for 8 to 10 hours a day. Then we're going to get done with that. We're going to have beer and sit around and talk about fence until probably midnight and realize that we got to get up in 5 hours and do it again. But we'll be so excited that we will absolutely do it willingly.
Oh, for sure.
For 4 days and then leave there with our minds blown and a truck full of nuggets, wondering how we're going to start implementing all this.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it in a nutshell. This is our 4th year. This year we have a capacity for 110 people.
Wow.
But that is in a house. This is not a hotel. So you're going to have a bedroom and you're going to be in a house, which means it's very intimate. However, you have to get involved. You're going to know everybody in the house. You will know everybody's name, who they are, where they're from, and lifelong allies at that point.
Yes. There's people that I still talk to. Man, Alan Boulding there. Talk to him all the time. Stephen Spence, right? A lot of guys there I've met.
Oh, man.
It's awesome. Taylor said maybe not in Cali, something closer to the west, Boise,
Montana.
Idaho.
Oh, I was just saying Montana. Yeah, you got to be in Montana.
We'll get 'em in
Kevin will go to Montana. I'll say right now.
Somebody get him in Montana.
Yeah.
Speaking of Stephen Spence, the retreat was the best thing I ever did for my business. Highly recommend it. Also met some great friends and I talk to almost daily. Yes, sir. Man, and then today, how many on-site trainings you got going, Sean?
I did 89 last year. I think we're gonna do 100 plus this year.
Well, you were 112.
Judging by
And you sold, and then I was standing there. We were drinking a beer last night or the night before. I can't remember. And then you sold another, or you had another guy
for tomorrow.
come up.
That's right.
Tomorrow, yeah, for tomorrow. He's like, I'll do anything.
Do you
anything.
have anything, right? I'm like, well, I'm driving to another training on Wednesday. He's like, well, cool. So then just do it on Tuesday. So I'll drive while everyone else is sleeping.
Yeah.
I did have Jordan Hunt driving this last leg. That was fantastic. We left the training and Jordan took the wheel of the RV here, Bentley, and successfully got us through the George Washington Tunnel through New York. He drove this bus through that with 4 inches of spare on both sides. Good for him. But, yes, we did pick one up for A&F Any Fence.
And
Brian Donahue.
Speaking of Jordan, you know, he hunts in Montana, right?
Lions.
He's like, I will move to Montana and run a Mr. Fences.
Oh, hey, don't put that out there, George. Jordan, hold on, brother.
Jordan. I don't know if you know how serious this dude is.
George, you know me better than that. Don't put that out there. Oh, my God.
I love it.
Maybe Mr. Fence next week.
So Any Fences tomorrow. Where is Wednesday?
No, Any Fence is Tuesday.
What is today?
Jan Fence
Jeez,
Wednesday.
Today is Sunday. So tomorrow is JC Fence here.
That's right.
A lot of fence companies signed
Fence.
up.
Yep.
Tuesday is Any Fence.
Any Fence.
Wednesday
is Jan Fence.
Wednesday is Jan.
Thursday, Friday is Superior Fence. And then we go to Georgia for First Step Fence. And then I'm going to be really honest. Sean King's taking about 7 days off.
I'm not sure if you deserve it. Have you done enough yet?
Have I not earned it?
It looks like it.
I think I had 17 hours of sleep in the last week and a half. Okay.
So driven 40 hours.
James Blaisdell, on-site training is a huge value that comes with the Academy membership. Absolutely. Real quick.
Yeah.
So explain that real quick.
So if you're an Academy member, you have access to every single one of these trainings we do, no additional cost. As a member, you can go anywhere in the country to any training with all of your manpower, whatever you got. You can come to any training. Not to mention, you can come to Mr. Fence's job site anytime you want. So full access to all the training you can imagine without paying another penny. It's pretty silly.
This Justin, who's old school, stuck in their ways, Shawn, kind of like we were. I'm about an hour and a half from High Steel Fence.
Oh, Chris Gass!
You guys train down there all the time, right?
You can do the same thing. Go to
Yes.
Chris Gass' location as a Academy member, or we do trainings down there as well.
I know I've seen the owner on your video. Chris Steele, I'm sorry, is actually.
Oh, I said Gass. I meant Steele.
Yep, Chris Steele with High Steel Fence is actually a coach. So
Yep, James and Chris Steele are coaches
and
with Academy.
so if he joins the academy, I don't know if you would put him with Chris, but
Probably
very much so. Chris Steele can coach you in your company, so something to look into. I'd get a hold of Shawn and see what they have to offer.
Or Nico.
I'm sorry.
Shawn has fired himself.
Yes, Nico is
Preferably Nico.
Yeah,
Nico has a full head of hair. It's long, wavy.
He's
everything
smarter
we don't
than I am.
have.
Like all that.
Jonathan Everson, let's go, boys. That's right.
Yanni.
Yep, James Blaisdell, Steele. Chris
Howdy, Yanni.
Steele.
Sorry, Jay. Sorry, Chris. Sorry.
Man, what a week so far, huh? And we haven't even started.
We're just getting barely started.
How was the Northeast Regional show? So real quick, that's why Shawn is up here because Matt had a big part in the Northeast Regional show. And who else, Matt? Real quick.
Oh man, John Frerick, the president of the Northeast, Stephen Bio. We've got there's too many to name, but Megan with Perfection Fence. Unbelievable. Great team.
Yeah.
Great team on the Northeast AFA board, every one of them.
Record turnout?
Record turnout.
Great classes.
How many classes you guys have?
Yeah.
You know, Matt? I feel like they were going on nonstop.
And biggest names in the trade.
Roughly, like it was all day, every day for 3 days.
25 separate classrooms.
With big names, not small names. Big names.
Yeah, Tony Thornton.
We did our best.
Matt Warner was there.
Sean did one, right?
Nick Wright was there.
Nick Wright.
Andrew Martin from Florida was there.
My man, Andrew.
Jimmy
Eastern
was there.
Jimmy.
FLW, Jimmy Buckley,
Benji
McKinney, Sam Matello.
Yeah.
Dude, crushing
We're
it.
missing somebody right now. I promise.
Too many.
I apologize.
Yeah,
if we dropped you
so
out.
many amazing speakers, and I can't thank everybody.
Yeah.
Backyard Fence, how many people will be at the retreat, Shawn?
Is that Backyard Fence in Evansville?
No, I don't know. It just says Backyard Fence. It's a green bee.
So retreat, we have the capacity for 110 people, but that includes staff total. We have two houses. The first house is the biggest house in the Southeast ever built, just finished. It's 28 bedrooms. Three of those rooms are bunk rooms with 6 bunks each, and the rest of them are king suites. And then we rented the house across the street, just got built 10 more bedrooms. So massive facility, but I think 110.
So the biggest house available.
That's what they tell me.
And then the second biggest house available.
And then
it's brand new. It's brand. Doesn't it have like 6 hot tubs?
Yeah, 6 hot tubs.
Like a basketball court or something like
basketball court. Full arcade. Mini golf inside the house.
There'll be no time for games.
There will be no time for games.
That's
You've
true.
been there, and I've seen this. There are spreadsheets, a lot of them. There is a screen that's 110 inches that we're using.
Put the spreadsheets on that for me.
For everyone to see.
Oh yeah, everyone, and we'll have multiple TVs around the room. So not only do you see the big screen, but there'll be one right in front of your face, left and right.
And real quick, the retreat, how can they find that?
And
Eventbrite.com.
Eventbrite.com.
Eventbrite. Oh my goodness.
Mr. Fist Academy. It's on our website. Message me on Messenger, Facebook. Text me 812-760-6845. I have no problem giving it out, and we'll get you in there. There are 12 rooms left.
And I have it in my show notes. So if you're listening to
11.
this or watching it, you can definitely, when this drops, go in the show notes. There's a hyperlink there. Super easy. It's very easy.
Lots of good links on your Facebook page too. I noticed you guys do a really good job of sharing that. You can click the link on his Facebook page and
Facebook. Yep.
Easy.
James Blaisdell budget night is going to rock.
So
wildest night.
Secret thought, we've always done this, is outside all the instructions and outside of all the speakers, we ask the group, are you willing to dig in? All right. Do you want to create a budget for this year? And we'll go in. So after dinner at 7 o'clock at night, we'll go into the room and we'll create every single person that's willing to sit down there, budget from scratch. We may not get done till 1 o'clock in the morning. Remember, Chris Gass is going to own your ass at 6 a.m. So
Oh yeah.
just keep that in mind, okay? But the room's full with people just passionately trying to figure out all these numbers and spreadsheets. And, oh, my God, give me a roadmap. I want to go.
Yeah.
Where to go? Spreadsheets.
That and you never leave until it's done, right?
No. You don't even leave the house, brother.
Yes.
Like, you're not going to see Gatlinburg. Don't
no.
come here for a
Yeah.
vacation.
That's what I
I'm
kind
going
of
to tell you right now. Like,
Not
you,
sightseeing.
no.
You come in there. When I went in there,
You get sucked in the front door.
Right.
You don't leave. It's like Hotel California.
my little rental car parked in the corner, never moved, and never started again. And you eat there, sleep there, talk
Drink
there,
talk there,
Yep.
break
So
bread
you're
there.
saying that it's heaven.
Yeah.
Basically, pretty much.
It's a
Basically,
fence,
pretty much.
guys and girls, utopia.
Yeah.
Geeks like us. We just love it.
100%.
Jonathan Everson, give yourself credit, Dan. You crushed it with the sound.
Yeah, you did.
That's Yanni right there.
Sound
baby.
guy.
Yes.
Enable projector screen. No, I was choppy, dude. Wish I was there at the no dig with Mr. Shawn.
You will be tomorrow, right, John?
Yanni, you're coming tomorrow.
Heard
We'll
good
see you tomorrow.
things. Big shout out to Roy and Mike also. Yeah, with the
Yeah,
health
let's
training.
talk about that.
Man,
Yeah,
that was another
huge.
one.
That was huge.
Michael
Mike-
Reed with the AFA.
Mike
do the rest of
Roy
it.
did-
Roy
Let's
did a
do
great
that.
job.
Yeah.
Nick, Matt, and Roy. Yep, and Nick Reich.
Yep.
Nick Wright was
With the
unbelievable
Yep.
with his knowledge.
backyard fence. Shawn, any bunk rooms left or just king queen? So, yes, how many?
4 bunk rooms left.
4 bunk rooms left, backyard fence. They're going to go quick. They're going to go super, super quick. Sound is better than Monday. Thanks, James Blaisdell.
Hey.
You know what it is? I'm using Shawn King's phone. He's got the magic touch. I don't know what he did. Thomas Crane gives us the muscle arm there. Yeah, I like it. There it is. Anthony Paxio. What's up, baby? Dude, what do you think of this?
I think this is great. I'm
ready?
I
Excited?
can't wait for tomorrow. I'm so excited for tomorrow.
By what we just did?
The 5 minutes we spent outside doing
Yeah.
what we just did now, or well, not now, but earlier.
Yeah.
It's going to be, I think, the best thing that happened to this area.
Cannon Johnson, this looks like a great time. Wouldn't mind riding with all of these guys. See y'all at the retreat. 100 budgets makes me a bit nervous, but I'm up for it, dude. It's wild. Never tempt Shawn King with a good time. Cannon knows that.
Man.
Cannon will be another speaker, and he does just a phenomenal job. Cannon said he was a little nervous making 100 budgets. Huh? That's wild. This is good here. Really, really good. Backyard fence. Do y'all bring stuff like the bowl and compressor to sell?
No, not to sell. That damn thing's too damn big to be doing that.
But it's
But
super
it'll be
easy.
shipped to your place, no problem.
MrFenceTools.com has
Yeah.
it. Has everything on there.
No
but
problem.
get here and test it out, or Evansville or whatever.
That's right. We'll let you run the bull. We have the hammer. We've got a Titan and a Rhino. We also have a hydraulic Rhino, so a gas-powered Rhino and a hydraulic. Get here, get your hands on them, use them, see them, feel them, and make what the choice of which one's first for you.
That trailer you got is just set up
Crazy,
for
right?
greatness.
Crazy.
Just set up for greatness.
I-95 toward my trailer apart.
Exactly. The streets of Boston did a number on it.
I always say let Shawn King spend the money, right, and find out which works best.
You
Exactly.
bastard.
You know, I'm just saying, dude.
Look, one day when I'm completely broke, I'll look at every one of you son of a bitches
I'm
like,
like, bro, man.
somebody's got to give me $5, okay?
Backyard fence. Yeah, we were talking about that compressor. At the trainings, they're there to test it out. You can buy it at MrFenceTools.com. Kevin Poole, CharlesFences.com, listening in. That's right. Mr. Kevin Poole. He was
My man.
probably, is he, other than before the Northeast guys, maybe the hardest guy to convince on the no dig, the boxes, right?
Don't put
The
all us
King Plus?
Northeast guys in the same box.
Wait, come on. New England's in the same box, is it not?
Well, I wasn't never against it.
He's the one who was all for it.
I never said no to
okay.
no dig. I said yes.
Look, Matt is completely right. Like,
Yeah.
from the beginning, he's
Yeah.
been like, you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah,
you're
there's
saying
like,
there's a
like I said, I'm the
So
one that wants to be
open-minded,
sold.
right?
Yep.
This guy thought I was a knucklehead. He's
Man,
like, don't even talk to that guy, Shawn King.
Man, if
Wait
I had
till
a,
ask from
if
his
I had a
elbow.
camera for the two conversation I heard at 10 o'clock at night, right in your booth, before the show even started, and then there was another one that I was not part of, but I'm just saying.
You weren't around for the one that was
No.
Really bad.
No. I'm just
Security
saying.
was watching us at that point.
I'm just saying, like,
A few people may have doubted it, but not me.
don't try and
Don't put me
argue
in that
with
box.
Shawn King. And when you come to him, you better be locked and loaded. Because
You better be ready.
He's going to make you look bad. He is. He made some guys look bad. That's just the way it was.
So the no-dig class that we had the opportunity to do at the conference, I went guns a-blazing, everything I had on me, because I felt like I had a target on my chest.
Yes.
From New Englanders are like, "Oh, we're coming for you, sunshine." You have
They were
no
waiting.
idea.
They were
right?
like, we're going to own that class. We're going to own this white boy.
Standing room only, every seat's full, out the door. And I remember giving everything I got, want to answer every question, give all the content possible. And then the last 10 minutes happened.
Crickets.
And I said, "All right, I'm done. Do you guys have any questions?"
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Well, you were in there, right? You were in
there
there.
were a few
I
questions.
raised a question when you hit ledge. And you're like, oh, drill it, pound it.
I said, "What do you do now?"
What do you do now?
You
Drill it.
drill it.
I said, "Well, then nothing changes."
Yeah.
I heard a few
Nothing
questions at
changes.
the end.
You're
The
like,
questions were like, "Hey, where do we go so we can figure out how to do this now?"
Yes, and then that was
So
the next one.
there was two guys in the
Hey,
room,
can I come?
and they both did like this. They went,
Yeah.
and I went, "What does that mean?" They're like, "I don't even know what to say right
There's
now."
an
Mind
emoji for
blown.
that.
The mind blown. And then, was it Down Home Fence? Does that sound familiar, right?
There was Crosby Fence, who's
Crosby,
a great guy.
No,
he was
no,
all
in
excited
the
about
booth.
it.
After hours, when I was on it, it was
Oh,
down
home fence. Yeah, yeah,
the
good
guy
boy.
with the thick mustache, right?
He's a firefighter. I can't remember his
one's
name.
a firefighter. Yeah. Nathan Downs, Matt Modelo, he called you.
Hello, sir.
Matt Modelo.
Good evening.
Josh Rand, what up, Fence fam? What up, fellas?
Gosh, my boy.
Jonathan Everson, I better be there. Host knows where I live. I don't want
That's right. I'm coming
my
for you.
house to get egged.
So you're saying you are or not a fan of No Dig?
So we're
No,
gonna.
he's a fan.
Okay.
Yeah. So John is one of my, he is my my estimating manager.
Oh, okay,
And
okay,
so
okay.
it's very important
For him to
that
be here
not
and see it. Is that
only
Yanni?
that's Yanni.
Oh, okay.
We don't
Okay.
want just installers at these things, right? We don't want just project managers at these things. I want the office staff.
You want the team.
I want the estimators there. I want everybody to be here because if we don't all educate, then we're not all going in
I
the
want to
same
take a
direction.
time out here real quick. Matt, are you willing to say how old you are?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 38.
So at 38 years old, I'm going to tell you right now, Matt has a maturity that I have not seen. The fact that he understands that it's more important for his team to be here than Matt himself.
I want to be here too, but it's
I
more
know, but
important
you
to them.
understand that having the whole team. I do a lot of these, travel the country and have the opportunity to share ideas. And it's crazy how many times the owner doesn't even show up, let alone a sales team member that needs to learn how to do this as well.
Man.
Project coordinator might be too busy to be there. You're committing and telling the team,
We shut down.
We shut down for the day.
Wild.
We'll make
Like-
more money from learning tomorrow than
like
we'll
I-
make putting up fence.
like, I cannot say it any better than that. I say it all. You
Yeah.
cannot afford to not train.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah.
And grow. Like, that's amazing.
I
You're
love
gonna go. You're gonna go places, brother.
We'll go together.
He's going quick, ain't he?
Damn.
To the moon.
I'm just
To the
trying to
moon.
be like, hey man, remember me when you're on the PJ, dude. Hey, Jordan Hunt. Anyone that wants to catch a ride to the retreat with my wife and I will be driving down from Michigan, and we'll give anyone on the way a free ride.
Now remember that Jordan Hunt is officially the Bentley driver now at this point.
Yeah. Okay. Bentley Jordan.
And it hasn't been officially announced yet, but I'll give you guys a little drop. Look for ambassadors coming soon for the academy team, and he is an ambassador.
Awesome. Josh Rand, mobile offices for the win. Welcome to the welcome to the Bentley. That's right. This thing is nice here.
I will say Josh Rand was one of the ones that convinced me to go on. He heard about the idea and the airplane. You heard about that.
Yep.
And Josh Rand is like, send it.
Yep.
Get Bentley.
I love it. Backyard fence. Yeah, I know. $500 shipping is what he's saying.
What? Oh.
For
it's insignificant in the scheme of things, brother.
That's right.
You'll make that up in the first job with it.
First job, easily.
We have been strictly driving for 8 years.
Ooh.
So very familiar with the gas drivers. How much more powerful is the bull?
It hits hard. How about that? It's not, but I'll tell you that all the drivers are very similar in how hard they hit. What I think it comes down to is the maintenance and capacity to move the driver around, right? So, like, the gas powered drivers have a huge advantage that they're lightweight.
Yep.
Throw it on my shoulder.
I carried that boy.
Right
I
on the
know,
back
I know how heavy it is.
but it's even hooked to a hose.
Yeah.
We have a compressor. So it might hit more consistently, but you have some downfall. You got a compressor weighs 350 pounds, maybe more.
Yeah.
Right. And there's other two hose, which has a capacity that may not reach the back of the yard. So
it has to be at every job site if you're going to use it.
So I think that the magic sauce would be, I think at this point with what I know now is you need a gas driver and either hydraulic or pneumatic, right? One of them, you need both.
Yes.
Hydraulic or pneumatic and one gas, right? I mean, that's important. I think the gas drivers probably shouldn't be the workhorse. Like they probably shouldn't do every single post, but they should be on every single job.
Yes.
Right? All the key posts, maybe the ones in the back, like get those done, and then tag team that with with maybe a pneumatic or even a hydraulic.
And then you always have a backup.
You need to have a backup because no matter what driver you're dealing with, there could be potential for things to go south.
Justin Carossia. Shawn, I've seen your trucks. You're building.
You've been in Evansville, have you?
You're building out. Are you going to do a smaller setup for like a F450 flatbed or something like that?
Yeah, it's a good thing you bring that up. I think we're thinking of Zuzu cab overs or something like that. Maybe not a Zuzu, but cab overs. Because going to no dig, we don't need the capacity to haul around 5,000 to 6,000 pounds of concrete anymore. So therefore, we don't need to get such a big rig, right?
You're not,
space, but not weight.
10-foot posts. You're hauling 6.5-foot posts.
Well, but we're all hauling 8 to drive. But you know, the fact that we don't have 6,000 pounds of concrete means
concrete was to get you,
and that's 4 foot of deck space too, right?
Yeah.
We were counting on our decks, so it was over the wheels. So we ran 24-foot beds. So maybe we can do 20-foot beds, no concrete over it. If you think about it, 8-foot rails, 8-foot post you drive. That's the front of the truck. 6-foot pickets, right? For wood. Vinyl's not really different. Aluminum's even easier.
Yep.
So I think that we're going to look at, Joseph Madison is probably building the best mini super fencer I've ever seen yet. And we're going to follow his footsteps and probably can build another mini super fencer out of a cab over.
I like it. Jonathan Everson, Dan, stay hydrated, bud.
Dan was drinking waters like a fiend this morning for breakfast. And we had coffee, and Dan's like, "I need another water, please. Another water, please."
I have been drinking a lot of water. I am good. Billy Grove? What's going on?
Billy Grove from Florida.
Cannon Johnson. Kudos. Holy cow, this is so smart, so I can't read it. Kudos, Matt. We've been trained by Shawn maybe more than anyone. We still want more.
He's not wrong.
I love getting the whole team on it. Great idea to shut it all down and get every single person there. Man, Matt, you even did it for
all week last week.
The education of the AFA
Northeast, man.
The Northeast Regional Trade Show. I'm telling you right now, I know his whole team now. We were hanging out. Anthony, John, Rob, Bob. Colby, the other Matt, Yannicka,
Rich, Natalia, can't forget the wife,
Natalia, man,
and Adriana, and Gabby, and
the girls.
Julie.
Killed it.
I loved it.
Whole squad.
Dude, it was, and they all had the JC Fence green shirt on.
It was amazing to not have any revenue for 5 days, though. I'll tell you that.
I wouldn't use the word amazing. I don't know who we should use.
Great.
Yeah. Now, Cannon has been known to say a few times on a couple of videos that every time he comes to a training, Shawn King has completely changed everything that he knew the first time. He's like, God dang it! Every time I come here, it's something different and new.
Everything I told you
We're
before,
evolving. Yeah, forget that.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's get deep now, right?
Let's go.
Get to the education part. How about that spreadsheet? How about you making so much more work for me? But can you just, the listeners should hear about how in depth and how amazing.
Coming from a guy like you that showed me your map, he has a TV screen in his office. No shit. You can literally swipe like this over like 5-foot wide TV screen and move
it's a touch screen Dell
and move
computer.
Spreadsheets,
and
right?
It's like 7 feet wide.
So with Elite Technique and your business, JC Fence, you do a lot of data.
Yeah.
More than most, right?
Numbers are important.
Way more than most. And then we come in Bentley and I show you kind of what we track, and you're like,
got more work to do now.
Wow. Damn it.
Just get back to work.
You son of a gun.
Get back to work.
Look at him. He's ready to go. So
on the other side of the phone here, I don't even know what this is.
48-inch screen.
40-inch curved screen.
48.
It's freaking huge. It's a giant screen, and Shawn's like, yeah, I liked your spreadsheets, Matt, but look at these. He pulls them up.
I said, those are cute.
Matt was geeking out. Matt has geeked out.
I'm not done yet. When this is over, I'm going right back.
He said, I heard him sit here and say, how do I remember every single thing on
Yeah.
that sheet?
Yeah, I gotta remember it. I gotta remember it
You
all.
should probably get to the treat, maybe, Shawn?
What's a treat?
The retreat.
Oh yeah, he should get to the retreat. Yes,
It's probably
I
a
keep
place
telling
I
him.
should be.
Somebody from JC fans should be at the retreat before the rooms are gone.
That's
For
right.
sure.
I guarantee you walk away with a wealth of experience and knowledge you love.
Cannon Johnson says we need more Josh Rand. Well, we need Josh Rand in Gatlinburg.
He's gonna be there.
He's going to be there.
Yeah.
J.C. Gurry.
Oh, look at that. Heidi's in the house.
The Fence Pros choice for fence signs.
Definitely the Fence Pros choice.
Not saying that you guys should, but you should definitely perhaps become a partner with the Fence Industry Podcast, JC Geary.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Maybe
Hey,
an opportunity.
I've been talking to Mark, but we play email tag because he's not good and I'm not good.
We sent them an email. They could be a sponsor at the retreat and have
I love
signs
it.
there.
I love it. Man, can you
Could you
imagine?
imagine in that house to be, this is the people you get your signs from.
But can you imagine Gatlinburg 2024 retreat sign?
It's happening. Heidi, come on now.
Do it.
Come on.
Do it.
Let's go. Custom signs. Let's go.
A lot of pressure coming into this room, Heidi.
Another.
You should have just scrolled earlier. You thought it was your fault.
I love it. Another guy new to the fence world here, not new to the fence world, but Cat 5 gate system.
Yes, our man. Jason Bain.
Jason is coming out swinging. I love his aluminum.
On fire.
Dude, it's more to come on that. You want to talk on that real quick?
Jason has killed it with what he's got going on.
Crush it. Love what he's doing.
I'm doing everything I can to help that boy out. We're going to have a Mr. Fence Academy version, Instigate, of his badass gate. We talking about X and then double X and 2X and 3X?
4 or 5.
Nothing. No, we gotta
Yeah,
go back
wait,
here.
mic's on, Bluetooth's on.
Yeah, because I don't think
so good too.
Is this, what if you hit that flag?
No.
We're back.
Damn it.
Yeah, because I don't think so good too. Okay, are we back? There we go. Okay, got it. Goodness gracious, there's always something. Always something.
Watching. Shout out to Kyle Logue.
Hello.
Used to be our mechanic in Middleton. Great guy. Family man.
Now we go into great kickboxing show.
Another fellow entrepreneur.
We lost a few comments, guys. So if you commented, I lost it. I'm here at my mother, Bonnie Wheeler. Can't hear you. Thank you, mother. Okay.
Bonnie, hi. How are you? I miss you.
Reality Fences, huh? What up, Drew? Is Drew gonna be at the retreat, Shawn?
Yeah, well, he's sponsoring. I don't know if he's gonna be there. I hope so.
I hope so too. Drew, get there.
Talk about Drew a little bit. Danny, should we? Should we talk about his amazing product?
Yeah, Shawn can.
When
Shawn's
he comes back, we'll let Shawn do the honors.
okay. Let me double
This
check.
week
We got.
at Fence Conference Northeast, Shawn was in the dining room with the Reality Fence app.
I did
And he installed an aluminum fence, 3-rail, pool code, in the dining room.
Yeah, I said no. That's where our future is going. Actually,
Yep.
if you were at dinner with me last night, I said I think we're gonna not pound posts, not use concrete. We're gonna use reality fence, like augmented reality,
Yeah.
and sell people fence to put in their yard, and it just looks like there's one there for everyone to see. But we didn't need just a hologram. It's a hologram, right? I mean, Drew's on to something, potentially.
Mhm.
I did do that there, fenced it out, showed people how it can be used as a great sales tool. If you're not using it, you're crazy. It's an easy button to sell fence.
Yeah, it's a very nice feature. I saw it. The first time I saw it, I was extremely interested. Just impressed.
I mean, when Drew told me it had
Smart guy.
video, I literally almost wrecked my truck because I'm following his
Yeah.
Say what?
That's what I said. He's like, oh, it has blah, 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 blah. I don't care what else you're saying. Stop at
Yeah.
video. And he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's got video, but
You
No,
had me at
hold on. It's like you had me a video. And I remember telling him, I said, I swear, if this thing actually does video around the whole yard, I'm going to send it to the moon. He's like, oh, yeah, it does. I'm like, just let me some. He sent me a link, park the truck, get out. I'll be goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah, to go into more detail, right? You can pick your fence styles, the styles that you use. You can put them into Drew's app, Reality Fence. You can go take a video of the yard or pictures of the yard, and you can use reality, right? Like
Yep.
augmented reality to show the customer what that fence will look like right in their yard.
And they can go inside their house, look out the window, and see how the fence may or may not block the pain in the ass neighbor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool thing.
I mean,
Cool feature.
What it covers, what it doesn't, right?
oh my God.
Justin, I'm butchering your last name. I don't want to say Carusio. You know what that is?
Let me read it. Only the Italians will be able to read this.
Now.
See it? C-A.
I think that says carousel.
Okay. That easy? It's like on Dumb and Dumber. He's like Samson Swanson, Samsonite.
It's just what I thought. You just redeemed yourself.
Oh my gosh. The only movie he's ever seen. He's never seen the Tom, but he's seen Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
We've been going over all these movies. He's never seen it.
Show me some time for TV.
So here's a good question here. Is there any system in particular that works best for keeping track of expenses, labor hours, and profits on each job? And the last name is
on that screen.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, check
You
out
can just
the
sit
Mr.
behind the
Fence
screen.
Academy. Get your hands on this spreadsheet. Let's talk about it a little bit more, right? You asked a question. Let's get into detail on it.
Yeah. What's
Mr. Fence has a spreadsheet that is going to help you to track every style, I should say every material genre. How do we want to call it?
I would call it style.
Every style.
Material type.
Material type, right? Every material type, your installation lead, your estimator, how many hours were spent on the job,
Type.
what the projected hours were spent for it, how much gross profit you made. I mean, I'm missing more.
An efficiency
An
rating.
efficiency rating.
It tells you whether they were above or below what was expected
Yep.
for installation and sales.
And then it speaks to all of the other material styles you might use and gives you an average of totals at the bottom. If that's not possible,
It's like NASA for
Yeah,
fence industry.
yeah, that's what you need to get your hands on.
We just had our mind blown.
Another reason to get to the retreat. Right?
It'll all be. It's very powerful. Very powerful.
Kyle Logue, yo, what up? Ken Throckmorton is on here, huh? Ken, do you still flip your steaks more than once when you grill them? Because you shouldn't. I know, I give him a hard time. Nathan Downs, I left thinking it was my phone. No, it was us, like usual. We
Technologically challenging.
Yeah. Dale said any request for food at the retreat.
Oh, my brother's on here.
Okay, so I'm the guy that you want to talk to here.
My brother and my mom head up the cooking, and they are phenomenal. The reviews last year, I
gained 20 pounds.
Okay, like Dan was there, and anyone that was there, Josh, Brand was there, Camden's on here. The food is like worth a mission right there.
Dude, you had brisket one night. Seriously, like smoked all day. Yeah.
It's no joke. What they go through, what my family, my mom and my brother and Inger and the whole team was going to do is make sure that they're cooking almost 24 hours a day. But they might have slept 3 or 4 hours at night, but that was it. They're preparing food to make sure you are.
That's amazing.
Blown away.
You have your family involved.
Dude, it's full blown. It's an operation, man.
I'm talking. This is all in. When I said we have a second house for the staff, there's 32 people in that house, and their job is to make sure that everyone in the retreat is taken care of. Feels like we're all taken care of. It's nothing like you're ever going to experience before. Like nothing you have experienced before. In the fence world, anyways.
Robert Evers, hello from North Carolina. Backyard fence. Hardest part about driving posts is getting employees willing to fight the drivers.
So, we had the same issue, right? So, look at the drivers you're using and try to find the best driver to fit that. Less maintenance, less problems.
Can I ask for like a little bit of more information about what he means by fighting the drivers? Because I've fought some big rocks out of holes before, and it ain't nothing like fighting that driver. I'd rather fight the driver. So what does he mean by
so what happens is when you get the pipe stuck in the driver, some of the drivers might take you a frustrating 20 to 30 defeating minutes to get it apart.
Okay.
The U.S. hammer you saw today, we got stuck. So how long did it take to get that one out?
Took the coupler off, cut the top off.
You said the right stuff by you.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Not even that. Yeah, not even that.
And it wasn't stressful. It was rather easy, right?
Sure.
Some of the drivers weren't really developed with that in mind. And when I say stressful, there's a lot of fasteners. You got to line up just right to get in and out. And to get that piece back out. I've been there, defeated, where some of those drivers got stuck, and I'm like, I'm done.
Really?
I'd rather take a home, right?
Okay.
So my team has given that feedback to me. We've looked for drivers that maybe one would have less mushrooming. We've learned where drive caps make a big difference. Cyber driver makes a big difference. That is a big one. And I will tell you right now, it's not always the driver. If you look at better pipe, you'll have less problems with the driver. There are problems with the driver too. Some aren't as robust or strong. Fence guys are brutal.
Yeah.
We will use a driver to drive on top of with our truck just to make sure that we don't hit the exhaust on the truck, right? Like silly stuff. So don't use drivers as stepping stools and don't use them to throw them in the back of the truck. But some drivers are stronger than others. You got to find the right driver for the way you treat your equipment.
Okay. Which is another reason to get to an on-site training.
Get to an on-site training and let you try it.
Yep. I've been lucky enough that I've had you guys to come before me, and I didn't have to play with
That's exactly. I remember weren't you in a parking lot and there was like 5 drivers, right, in a median, right? I remember that's when I first seen. Then I seen you out at George's. Sparta Fence.
Like that was the first time I used a hammer.
A mountain or something. Yeah, it was the first hammer. And I texted George. I'm like, dude, what do you think of it? He's like, dude, it hits.
It hits hard.
And then I was like, okay, that's all I needed.
It's hard.
You guys all said use the U.S. hammer.
Yes.
I didn't have to fight.
Exactly. Because I do have another hammer. And that's, you think that, you want to talk about paperweight?
Yeah.
I have one in my shop right now. It's a giant.
Too?
I don't even, it's just there.
We all have paperweights.
Yes. Adam says apparently helping each other, including our local competition, is a fad and not good for business.
It's not a fad.
With a laughing face.
Oh, who said that?
Adam Sims.
I'm about to come through.
Yeah.
I'm after you, boy.
I'm sorry.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Oh man, that's crazy because again, how many companies?
We have 10 companies.
10 tomorrow.
One of my really good friends, Lance from Boston Hill Fence, is 10 miles from my shop. We're in direct competition.
He did a fence by you, Anthony. I seen a dumpster enclosure when we drove to the breakfast. Yeah.
Your neighbor said he was better than you. He bought his.
No.
No, that's sarcasm too. Kevin Poole, reality fence needs a color choice option.
On the way already, brother. We're gonna have stains. You're gonna click a button and see what the wood fence will look like in 5 years, 10 years, 15, and 20. So you can show the homeowner how it would weather, as well as stain and seal experts all their stain colors.
Yes, we love it.
And Gopher Wood, actually, as of yesterday, Gopher Wood's coming. Gopher Wood.
Ken,
Oh, man, gorgeous.
Ken Throckmorton, I think he says still is amazing.
There's a lot of comments on there, brother. Like,
Yes, there is.
Oh, my
There's got 40-some people on right now, so that's a good number. Mr. Tarzan Trailer.
Tarzan sold the bowlers today. He's from Indy.
Fence Talk. I love the talk. I'll watch the show on the TV and listen to this. Awesome.
So,
The fence
puts
industry
the fence in the ground. Like
Who is that? I keep
Huge.
seeing the name.
huge jobs. I mean, I might put 30 posts in the ground. You thought that was crazy? That dude does like 350,000 a day.
Wow.
And it's like, what are we doing tonight?
Yeah. What are we doing after dinner?
Yeah, right.
Craig Eubanks. What up, fellas? Craig, I love
He
Craig
got it,
Eubanks.
too.
I love that dude. Candace King. Mom's too. Hi.
Mom
Nice to
and
meet you.
my brother Dale are cooking.
Josh Duran, the food alone, back to the retreat, totally worth it. And the classes, yeah, they were also good, but the food was out of sight. Loved it.
Like the food beat all the spreadsheets. That tells you anything.
Yes.
People talking about the food is better than the spreadsheets, brother.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
So
to check
put
that
that on
out.
the scale.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Roger Betancourt, whose RV is this? Looks nice. It's this dude.
Like, how do you ask that question?
Yeah, maybe that was sarcasm there. Backyard fence. I'm talking about unless a guy is 6 foot plus and above 200 pounds,
Okay.
they won't fight them. We have a lone drill of 150,000 posts. It's extremely difficult to have guys willing to fight drivers.
So there are drivers that don't need to fight. Got drivers with
Yep.
extension handles. We now have the ladder to attach to them. There's all kinds of options.
I drove a post today,
How'd that go?
and it was not quite the same as digging a hole.
A little quicker, a little
If I
faster, a
have to
little easier.
choose between fighting the driver
Yep.
and digging a hole,
What do you guys
it's a
do?
pretty easy answer.
And it's an easy.
I'm pounding that pipe.
Pound Town, baby. We're Pound Town in New Hampshire already.
Candace King says Shawn King is the man.
No. Not
Good job, Mom. Keep it up. Support that man.
Over, not backyard fence says over driver, not
Yeah.
only. I don't. Are you talking about fighting over drivers like one's better than the others? Maybe that's what he's saying. See what I'm saying? Maybe one's better than the other.
I think they all have their pros and cons. I don't think there's one driver that's the most badass driver on the planet.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. And again, so we're gonna try out 2 tomorrow.
We're trying out more than 2. We're trying
More
out
than-
5.
Wow.
1, 2,
Boom!
3, 4, 5. At least 5.
At least 5 drivers. So when you get to do one of these trainings, you can pick one what works best for you. And if you're not in this area on your map of right,
So
like you're
they-
traveling everywhere.
Yeah, so they can come to any fence, probably Florida. So a lot of the trainings, like there's a lot more trainings that go on than we see publicly.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of companies that hire us to come in for a private training. Those aren't open up. Like what Matt's doing here is allowing everybody to come, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of the trains we do that are private. So it's just focused on that business. Nothing wrong with that, but they're focused on their team and their business.
Mm-hmm.
So it's closed off. So there's a lot of places we maybe near you doesn't necessarily mean that one's open.
Right. Kevin, Steve, Devin, Van Buren. Man, why does this?
Kevin and Steve!
I wonder if Kevin, Steve will ever be cool enough to sit and drink in that badass motorhome.
Kevin, you're welcome anytime, brother.
Tarzan Taylor, I think we need to expand the talk to industrial work. I lost sound again. We lose sound again?
I don't know. Did we?
Not seeing the blues and flame.
Oh my goodness. Nope, we can't.
Sounds like we got some sound.
Sounds like it, right?
Looking at me. Looking at me.
Still good?
My sound?
Still good on sound?
Somebody gets
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. Tarzan, I think that was you. Adam Sims, okay, here we go. When you core drill these when you core drill these cliff faces,
Oh, can I take this one?
I'm assuming you're not pulling slugs, but using a sort of a drill bit instead.
It turns to dust.
How are you securing the post once you've drilled the holes?
Hydraulic cement.
We use hydraulics.
Anthony?
But we
break it
talked
down.
about doing it. So do your, what do you do now?
So we get in, we bring our rock drills out, we call them. They're just big hammer drills with 2-inch bit or 2.5-inch bit, depending on what we're setting. And depending on the height of the fence, we like to match that for depth. So we go at 6, 8, 10 inches into the rock.
So be clear about that, Anthony. There's a 6-foot tall fence.
6
You
foot
go
tall fence.
6 inches.
We don't go less than 6 inches.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
6 to 8 inches,
Minimum.
10 inches if you can get it, just cause.
Take it.
And then you come in, you
So do you put hydraulic cement in the hole first, then slide the post in?
we vacuum the hole out, mix our hydraulic cement, pour hydraulic cement in the hole, set our pipe, pour hydraulic cement down the top of the pole too.
Really?
Yeah.
How much of that pipe, hydraulic cement, you really think makes all the way down the bottom? That's sort of like pancake mix.
You
Well,
stick
yeah,
it.
Start sticking to the side of it as it goes.
I always tell our guys, mix it to the consistency of like a Wendy's frosting. Where it's still
That's pretty
malleable.
thick though.
Well, like,
Yeah.
no,
To run
slightly
down
melted,
that pipe.
slightly
Yeah.
melted. Where you want to be able to mix, pick your spoon
So,
up and have
so
it just
why
rub.
wouldn't you just fill the hole completely up with the hydraulic and just
You do.
tap the post?
Because sometimes, like
It's
you said,
full.
it's thick and you slide your post in and then it all goes into the pipe and doesn't disperse.
On the outside of the pipe?
You
Really?
gotta pick it up and push it up and down a bunch,
Okay.
get it to set, and then put a little more.
So there's not much room between the hole you drill, like you might drill a 2-inch and put a 1 7/8.
Yeah.
So we're talking about 1/16 of an inch around.
barely anything.
So if we were to explore the idea of doing a 2.5 or
Mhm.
2-inch in it, we'd have enough room to poke that in there and not pull from the top.
Sure. And let me tell you the key to hydraulic cement. Make sure that it gets at least even with the surface space of whatever you're drilling,
So
or higher, because the worst thing you can do is leave it below the grade of what you're drilling. Let water get in there, and then that's all
it'll
gone.
freeze,
It's
right?
all done.
It freezes and then it
Well, that gives,
Banging,
don't-
cracks,
that keep-
breaks,
it
it's
gives the
over.
spot for water to sit,
Yeah.
and you get premature failure on
Yeah,
that post because
because it
water's
freezes and
constantly
blows it out,
sitting
Yeah,
there.
that's a real key thing that I've seen a lot of people.
we're gonna
do
try
incorrect.
tomorrow to take a sketch of 40 posts and smash it. So when I say smash it, I mean it's perfectly round, but hit it with a big sledgehammer and you smash it a little bit so it no longer isn't round,
Sure.
Oval
and then drive that into a perfectly round hole drill,
with no cement.
and drive it in there with the driver. And what happens is you have pressure now because now it's pushing the post back to the ground, and the post is pushing back against it.
Mm,
However,
interesting.
in this case, let's say we're gonna drill a 2.5-inch hole to allow for that mushroom door oblong to fit, correct?
That's great.
Yeah, so with us, with the 2-inch hole, it's gotta be exactly where that post needs to be.
I don't know.
because-
I don't know.
Well, no, I'm saying in our aspect, when we do the 2-inch, we have to make sure our mark is perfect, our hole is perfect. So our post isn't off the line or having anywhere to.
So Anthony
2.5
wants to make sure posts are set within a 64th of an inch each.
Me too.
Okay,
Yeah,
and we gotta look, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now. We've got to realize that we're not building a piano or a spaceship, but we're building badass fence,
We are.
and we gotta consider.
You ever had a guy come outside with a 4-foot level when you're putting up fence and tell you your posts weren't level?
I asked him if I could borrow the level.
Yep.
And I hit him across the head with it.
I said no.
smash it.
Works every time.
And the
Works
other
every time.
one other thing we have been talked about is you guys haven't used the adjustable donut.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We're about to.
Today.
Okay, so, but
the first
That's why you got to set it dead on, right?
Yeah.
Now you have play.
So now we are.
Now you have play.
They also have
Which
not
is
used the
super
king
nice.
nut, which is the only square adjustable donut ever
Mhm.
on the market, right? What happens is it makes positive contact, 360 degrees around that post. When you slide the post over, all of a sudden the little plate you had before, it went, where'd it go?
Right.
I think it went to Boston.
Yeah. It's stuck on steroids.
It got stuck. It got shit. Jordan Hunt, our guys go out with minimum 2 power drivers on a job.
Sure, our guys are going 3 or 4 drivers a truck.
And a backup. Yeah, that's what
For real.
you have to. Yeah, you have to.
When you're ready to go all in on this,
Yeah.
I've been like in my class I said the other day, you cannot put your toe in the water on this to be successful. I did it. I did my toe in the water. I mean, I started this in 06, 07. And then recently, probably 2 years ago, I started with some of the drivers, but one on a truck. It just, as soon as it goes south,
Yeah.
They're done for the. What are they going to do? They have no concrete with them. What do we do now?
Yeah.
We're going back home. Well, you don't even have the concrete to do it.
Kevin Poole. Shawn, there's a lot of eyebrows raised around here since you came through. We are going to have another sharing. We have to have another sharing event here soon.
I love the sharing, Kevin. About that.
I've been fielding calls from companies wanting to know more! Exclamation point.
We'll come back. Charleston's a great place to go, brother.
Oh,
Yes.
Tell me when you go there.
Come on, man.
It's a beautiful place.
I'll tell you what.
Dwayne Bouchard.
We're not letting Dan read the name shit.
Yeah, dude. It's this big. I am. Anyways, Dwayne, you should be using 2.5-inch drill on compressor for rock, 2-inch pipe, installing fence in New England for 40. Hey, installing fence in New England for 40 years.
So we used a 2.5-inch on a battery tonight. How well they do?
I couldn't believe how quick.
Blown away. Blown away.
We did what, 2 inches in 45 seconds?
Yeah. So
you heard it first. You heard it first.
With the dead battery.
And the rock rolled over. The rock was huge.
It gave up. It said, "I'm out."
Yeah.
It rolled over.
Yeah. It could not take it.
2.5-inch. Dwayne will probably tell you we can get 3-inch, 4-inch rock drill bits. We've got them all.
Oh, we've got them all.
Adam says
Compressor, yeah.
Adam says backups are critical. Absolutely. Jordan Hunt. If you can get a machine and use a big boy driver and a T50 rock spike, first fracture the rock and then drive a post direct into the rock.
That's real deal.
To refusal solid granite, solid limestone if you can fracture it.
Where Jordan Hunt had a machine that was driving 42 inches deep straight through granite. Wow.
Yeah.
Schedule 60.
With the skid steer, right?
Yep. Yeah. So it can be done if you get the equipment there, right? Fence Eastwood and the East Coast, Ryan Sloop, I've seen those guys do it for sure. Rock drill, rock spike, or pound it. It's choose violence.
Choose violence.
That's violence, all right. Good God.
Go get it in the ground.
A quick little tip if anyone is coming tomorrow. Wear boots.
Muck boots.
Yes.
Muck boots or anything that's waterproof because it's a little damp. It's a little damp out with all
Nylon tennis shoes.
without
No.
The plastic bags over your socks.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, speaking of plastic bags, what did we learn today?
Oh man.
Come on. How many nuggets did we
You
drop?
drop this
one nugget.
Nugget of the day. We're an hour and 3 minutes in.
That was the smartest-
Drop it, Shawn. Drop this nugget.
So I'm not gonna steal the thunder. This is not my idea, and I wish I remember the gentleman's name. He's a veteran of our industry, came to one of our trainings, and we're sitting there having beer one night after training. He says, "I got a nugget for you." I said, "Shoot." He said, "You ever had a hole filled with water and you can't put the concrete in there without it diluting the concrete very well?" I'm like, "Yeah, but in dry pack world, it's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
You can't get compaction. It's a sloshy, muddy mess,
I
right?"
got a high water.
Call that wet set, Shawn. Just to make it clear. Make it clear.
Right? No, just kidding, guys. There's nothing wrong with wet set, but in this case, he said, "Man, I had a project where they were measuring the slump of the concrete per post."
Engineers.
Engineers, they're badasses, right? They know better than we do. They've been in the fence industry
Forever.
but they know better. So they were measuring a slump, and they shut him down. And this is the guy. He said, "I needed to get the job done. I had to get the cash flow, right?" And the engineer said, the holes are filled with water. As fast as you pump it out, it fills back in. You're shut down." And he said, "Hold on a minute. Give me a second." And he goes to his truck, and he pulls out of his truck the most inexpensive thing in the truck. He gets a heavy-duty trash bag. Walks back over to the hole, puts the trash bag over the hole,
We've all got them.
pushes the post down in the trash bag. That in itself pushes water out of the hole, right? Peels back the trash bag, has him pour concrete in the trash bag. When the concrete falls into the bottom of that hole, from the bottom up, that concrete pushes the bag out. When the bag pushes out, it pushes the water up. When the water gets to the top, it flows out of the hole. The bag's higher than the hole. He has the zero water in the hole, zero water leaking in the hole, perfect mix. And the engineer said,
Back in the game.
"Press on, son.
Run
it, right?" Oh my God.
Almost 20 years. Never would have thought of that. I couldn't believe it.
Tarzan said, "I use a rock head auger and a bobcat and Indiana limestone. That always seems to do the job for me.
Limestone over granite.
For me, concrete truck." Adam Sims says, "Choose violence." The next T-shirt.
Oh,
I choose violence.
Jordan says, BFH Pound Town, baby.
Let's go. Big effing hammer, baby. Yeah.
I like it.
Out for a minute. Yes, look.
And you guys think I'm bad at names. Shawn, do you know what FBI means? Oh, it doesn't.
Found out on that plane.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't say plane and podcast in the same sentence anymore. Kevin, Steve, that trash bag thing is smart. Yes, it is.
It's genius, actually.
Dude, it is
It's
literally
it's beyond
That's something.
smart.
Yeah,
If
that's
anyone
something.
else is out there doing that, you guys are doing it great.
Yeah.
Robert Evers, that's good information on the trash bag. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
We
it's
all said that.
that one's clutch.
Where did that come from, Shawn?
I don't remember the gentleman's name. He was sitting in one of my classes, and this is the thing. You know, Kevin said earlier, Kevin Poole, he's like sharing. He said the word sharing.
Mhm.
I was with him recently, and I said, man, I gotta stop calling these classes like classes or teaching. And it's more like
Information session.
it's sharing and learning and trying new ideas, right? And I think that's really what's going on. That gentleman shared with me that golden nugget. I give him nuggets all day, and he's like, "I got one for you," and I'm like, "I'll take it." Everywhere I go, I walk away with nuggets, right?
Mhm.
We had a conversation today about you don't use concrete on wood posts.
No.
Period. But use
Yeah, explain that. Explain that.
Well, we can't really explain it necessarily, but we do know that they're successfully setting posts in New England. There's no doubt. You're not the only one.
And they told us though, I don't know why you guys are doing it.
And then, but they don't even know why they're doing it. But I don't even know why. Like, I understand why I thought we were using concrete for compaction. But if we can get enough compaction,
When you have as many ruts as we do, we can compact.
yeah. But we also determined that there's also a leverage piece to the equation,
Yeah,
right?
Right. Yeah.
So when there's guys listening to this conversation, we're like, "Oh, we use no concrete," and there's guys down there digging 18-inch deep holes and 20-inch holes,
Sure.
and they're like, "There's no way to work."
No, we're not. We're not going to go that.
You're
route.
right. It's not going to work. The
Right.
telephone pole is 10 foot in the
Are
ground.
you going 24 inches down or are you going
40, 48 or 42, right? So it's a big difference. So that's a great conversation that we need to further study that and say, is there an equation between depth
Sure.
relation to loss of compaction? You're going to lose. You don't have the compaction we can have, but you got 50% more depth.
Sure.
Well, that might be a magic sauce.
Maybe.
But if we pound, all that goes away anyways.
We don't have to even have this
It's
conversation.
over, right?
Please let us pound.
We'll put the concrete companies out of business.
Oh, but poor guy. Go back to pouring driveways.
Yeah.
You never listen to us anyways. I've been preaching to you guys to change the concrete mix since 2005.
Mhm.
And Quick Creek, Sac Creek, none of them don't listen. They got pea crab.
But now we're done with
Now
them.
they're-
We're
So they
done.
lost their chance.
That's
Sorry,
right.
You're listening right now.
If you're not growing, you're dying.
That's it. Boat has sailed.
Man, we're caught up on comments here, guys. Anything
Okay.
else?
What are
What
we
else
gonna,
don't
we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff, and we got all the
I know.
There's
comments
an hour of comments and now we can.
Oh, that's good. We went live for the people.
Hmm.
for the people.
I like it. Shawn King, where can they find you? Everywhere.
Currently in Boston. No.
Well, social media. Yeah.
Yeah.
So social media, Mr. Fence Academy.com, MrFenceTools.com,
TrueStory, MrFence.com.
everywhere. Shawn King.
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
You got a rundown on Instagram today.
I don't know how much you up with
Dude,
that, brother.
that's so easy.
We got your perfect
Dude,
tech
it's
guy right here.
So easy.
You say that it's easy for you.
No, you can figure out Facebook, and I can't figure out.
StreamYard, man.
Yo, I got the rundown from Dan Tuberville. Adam Sins, the same concept with driving. Loose soil, go deeper.
Yep. True story.
Oops. Brian T. When the motorhome is a rockin'. That's Brian Fredrickson. Yeah.
Or it's a good time.
Jonathan Everson. You think I'm done? Well, I'm not done.
What?
Dot.
Yanni.
Justin Carousel. I said his name right. We mix our own gravel and sand and add Portland. If we need it to set fast, we add calcium.
Yeah.
I remember them days, man.
That was back in the past.
Oh God.
Every truck had sand and stone on it.
lot of days.
That's right.
Pile of sand
Hey.
stone the show.
Let me tell you this. I met a team that dry packed their own mix.
Wow.
They brought sand and gravel and cement, mixed it in a mixer, dry, custom formulation, and would run it to the backyard and pack it.
Interesting.
And I'll be damned if that shit didn't pack very
Is that New York
That was in Canada.
or
That's,
Canada
Castle.
with the guy that mixes it all? I remember that.
Alcohol.
So wasn't it like giant rock
White Castle?
hamburgers?
Style.
But I remember him. I remember that dude.
In Canada.
Wasn't it big rock though?
He was a
yeah.
large aggregate. Yeah.
Like yeah, it was like Riverstone.
Got some of those.
Yeah, you got Brock.
Tarzan says, Brian T, I wish I was there. That's right. Jonathan Everson, I'm just behaving. Backyard fence, red clay will hold posts at 24 inches fine.
I believe that. I mean, that red clay, you can't even dig through.
Mm.
That Georgia
The,
right there.
the augers have a tough time with that stuff.
Kevin,
We have this weird glue clay around here that is.
so that gumbo stuff?
It's,
Well, it's
it's
fun to dig.
Yeah.
It's like you throw your digging bar as hard as you can into it, and you'll go an inch and a half into it.
Is it hard?
It's
Yeah.
hard, man.
Straight from the clamshells, nothing comes out.
It tamps up like concrete, but it could be like you were talking about that dirt you had in Hawaii.
Oh man.
When you were out in Hawaii and they were literally digging it with a spade shovel bit on a jackhammer.
Well, on the same drill I just
On a
used.
hammer drill, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what they used to get.
On
It
a
came
strip.
right out.
Yeah.
I tried to spin an auger in here, like bloopy melted it like glass.
Yeah.
It doesn't go anywhere. The auger keeps spinning.
It's crazy.
Any deeper.
Kevin Steve, 700 feet today, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Commercial job.
Let's go.
Galvanized chain link.
Let's go.
Would pounding be quicker?
Yes, sir.
Hard clay dirt, 2-man crew. Curious if pounding is truly faster.
700.
I'll bet you a pounder right
But
now.
I-
faster.
But I think Kevin Steve, Devin, if you want to chime in, I think that was already dug. I see that, and then he just set posts. I think
100% faster.
100%.
I will buy. I will bet you a driver right now.
Yes,
You're not clear.
you're 100%.
So let me share that real quick. Can I share that story about the driver in Raleigh? So we were in Raleigh recently and doing a no-dig aluminum fence, and we did one line of fence. You guys saw that on probably video, and I didn't even talk about this. There was a crew that was very capable. They were badasses. They built a lot of fence every single day. Okay. Matter of fact, they built a neighbor's fence. It was like well over 300 feet in one day. They can set aluminum, right? And I showed them how to do it I-beams and pound it, and they were like, right away, you can dig and set faster. Really, you can dig and set faster. But now remember that first 150 feet, whatever we did, we were teaching and talking, working our way through it. It's not a true representation of how quick it can be. Nonetheless, they said, we can dig it faster. And I said, well, go hit your auger, your concrete. To be fair, you guys dig that line, we'll pound this one. See how it goes. And they asked their boss, can we do that? And they were going home. Yeah, sure. They were like, yeah, we're with the auger. Little beaver. They go top of the hill.
Oh, it's not here.
They come back. We don't have the auger. And the guy in charge is like, well, go get it. Can we go get it? Yeah. Oh, we don't need concrete. I said, well, let them go get concrete. I said, we'll wait. No problem. We'll chill out. No problem. So they go up to the top of the hill, go get the auger and the concrete. They come back 20 minutes later. So in 20 minutes, they never left the job site. They stood up there and talked back and forth. They come back down. They're like, we figured out that the auger is 30 minutes that way, but there's no auger bits over there. The bits are 30 minutes that way, and the Home Depot's over there. And I realized right away, like, okay, we got to, just give them that.
Yeah.
No problem. I believe you guys are really fast. I really do. I mean, really do. So let's just go back to town. What I did was I grabbed the three of them and I said, I need you guys to pound these posts on this line while we build this over here. Show them how to do it. They've never pounded. I put three of them together and sent them on their way. What I made sure of was that nobody was near them, like watching, talking, distracting, and I started a stopwatch. Okay. And we came over here. Now they did 28 posts with muck, roots, trees, and a curve on one part of it, changed direction, in 42 minutes.
Oh.
But when I walked over to him, I said, man, you guys did great. You killed it. Look at this. You did all these 28 posts in 42 minutes. And they said we could have dug it center fast.
What? Now we got 28 sections installed too.
No, there's 28 posts set.
Okay.
Okay, I was like, what? Are you serious? That's super fast. I said, let's break that down for a minute. How long would it take you to dig one hole? 30 seconds.
30 seconds?
I said, come on,
What is
bro.
that, 6 strokes?
Come on, bro.
But the mud,
It was
nasty.
nasty.
No,
I said,
no.
there's even with a little beaver, bro. I don't think I can get done in 30 seconds, right? And they said, okay, maybe a minute. So I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a minute. How long does it take you to go to the top of the hill and get the concrete? He said 30 seconds. or you can't even walk there in 30 seconds.
Well, you better run.
It's 500 feet away.
Right, it's 500 feet away. It's up the hill. So they said 1 minute. I said, all right. So if somebody on this team is running 1 minute. Okay, fair enough. How long does it take you to get the loose dirt out of the hole? He said 30 seconds. Okay, I'll give you 30 seconds. Okay, fair enough. So we're at 2.5 minutes, right? How long does it take you to set a post? To line a post up on a string line, to get it perfectly where you want it to be, and pour the concrete, whether you wet mix the concrete, or pack it, how long does that take? Well, I know that I've traveled the country and I've timed this over and over and over. Dudes, good times are 3 minutes and 20 seconds or lower. They'd be around that range. And dudes that are not so good are 5.5 minutes. So I said, you're the most badass dudes on the planet. So I give you 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 flat.
So we are at 6 minutes approximately per post right now. And I said, how long does it take to put the dirt? 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you 30 seconds.
Where are you putting the dirt?
Let's just say leave it there, just to rake it out, right? So we're 6.5 minutes into this, right? And they're like, yeah, man, yeah, it's faster. And I said, and you dug holes, you packed concrete, you raked dirt, you tamped the concrete, right? I said, you know how long it took you to do that right now? 1.5 minutes a section. And nobody walked up the hill, nobody carried concrete, nobody lifted an auger, nobody packed a bar, nobody raked any dirt. You know what they said? It's too fast. I won't get enough hours in the day. That's what he said. I said,
It's too fast. I won't get enough hours in the day.
I'm telling you right now, if you're 5 times faster, let me see 3 to 20 times faster. You're 5 times faster. If your employer doesn't pay you 2 times the pay for 5 times faster, and you go home at noon,
You work for the wrong person.
you'll live for the wrong person.
Yeah.
I guarantee there'll be a fence coming in. Double your pay. Go home at lunch. Work 4 days a week. Done. Right? What the? What's happening?
I'll give you another job. You go back out again.
And then the other thing's like, well, I want to work hard. I want to go home tired.
Fine. I'll give you 3 jobs.
Come on, guys. Let's not be stubborn about this, right?
That's right.
One of the first things my team said to me when I proposed pounding was, well, if we go that much faster, won't we run out of work? And I
Give
was
me that
I
problem.
hope so.
Yeah.
Give me that problem.
Because I'll go get you some more.
Yeah.
Give me that problem.
Let's see.
Imagine putting up the same amount of fence it took you 52 weeks to do, but doing it in 48.
And then just taking 4 weeks off
38.
vacation.
And real quick to answer Kevin Steve's question, 700 foot today, I do a ton of chain link and I drive it, and 700 foot, 2 good sized backyards, I'll do that in 1 day, setting posts. And
There you go.
that's
One
proof
day.
in the pudding. I do a ton of chain link. I'll do that in 1 day. That's no biggie there.
Here,
That's no biggie for me.
big set finish on 200 feet of chain link is a day and a half. So I could do 180 feet in a day.
So we have the
Conditions of-
stretch crew, and then they'll go right back.
Well,
And
you
then,
want just taking and setting.
yeah, but he's just
Finish.
yeah, and then okay,
Finish wire hung.
Yeah.
Wire hung.
One inch.
If they're
Yeah.
gates, 180 feet. He's a couple connections. You know, maybe it's a square. You can, if as long as the digging's not trash, and you got the right crew with you, where
Right.
you're digging, you got guys digging holes, following mixing concrete, following set rail.
Not mixing concrete anymore. Are we?
Exactly.
No,
not anymore.
exactly.
Not anymore now.
yeah.
Poor concrete.
So now that number doubles.
It's a whole industry that's been on the job.
Jonathan Everson, this is we're just live from where are we at? What's the state again? New Hampshire.
It's not New England. It's not a state.
We're up in New Hampshire. We're at Matt with JC Fence's place. We have a training tomorrow, Mr. Fence Academy.
We are where they said it can't be done.
Yes, this is going to be Shawn King's biggest test.
Biggest naysayers.
Thank you for saying that.
I didn't say you.
You didn't say.
We didn't say Matt, right?
If it wasn't for you, brother.
This is
Matt called me out and said, "I believe in you."
I'm
Come up here and do this.
but I can't put in the word. Benji McKinney can swear to this about this. The 2 conversations I seen in your booth at 10 o'clock at night with 2 companies, right? And that one dude, you didn't probably notice, but he came out creeping and he listened and he took notes. And then when the first 3 left, then he came in. His other
They were
dude, they came. I was like,
a target on my chest
Yes.
and my back.
dude, everyone said,
How
when's
dare
that note
you
did?
come up here with
Yes.
that?
Their shirt said, "Let's go to Pound Town." So they want
It said, "I believe you, but."
But dot.
Yeah.
Um,
Better way to prove it then.
Just
Go
do
through
it.
the
Oh,
fire.
that's me.
You gotta go to the fire first, right?
Do it together, brother.
Light the heat.
So
Get hotter.
That's it.
So long story short, Jonathan Everson, this is just an impromptu. There's a bunch of lives before that on Shawn's channel on Facebook. I got a bunch on Instagram. We already drove a post. Sneak
Put a
peek.
panel in there. We
Sneak-
threw a hole in a rock.
Sneak peek of the boxes that they got going here, which look great. Bob did a great job.
Bob did a great job.
Fence armor cap.
Yes, it's our sexy on there, brother.
Man,
Come on.
I'm telling you, the more we talk about it, the more exciting it gets. The more exciting it gets. Mary Raymond.
That's my mama.
You guys do a great job. Mary, how you doing? Thank you for putting up with all us fence bros. A lot of I don't know what craziness.
Mary put up with us for a while.
Yeah. Tarzan Devon is the man. Kevin Steve is. Backyard fence. You could have finished 700-foot total driving
Not,
easily.
Oh yeah.
who said that?
Backyard.
No, we dug today. Okay, so Kevin Steve, yep, that's also had downtime because the machine wouldn't idle. The pounders, certain pounders, especially some of the ones you're gonna show up tomorrow, man. I don't want to call them indestructible, but I heard that dude talk. What did he say?
So,
Do you need to make that a sound bite? I need a sound bite in the button so I can push it back.
put as much weight on as you want and run the dog shit out of it.
Texas boy.
That's right. That's
What-
how they talk with the Rangers.
Tarzan said, "What if you are doing 4,000 or more feet? What if you get 200 of those jobs? We gotta wrap up ours around more money. No,
800, 4,000 foot.
Bring me to where.
did I read that right?
Bro,
What
sign
if
me
you
up for that?
What if
I
you're
will build a
doing
robot pounder for the travel?
What if you're doing 4,000 feet or more? What if you get 200 of these jobs? We gotta wrap ours around more money. No."
Not following Tarzan.
Justin Carousel. What's the worst thing y'all ever hit digging?
Like a dead cats.
I
Oh,
pulled up-
Jesus.
I pulled up a bag of dead
So
cats.
I got one for you. We hit the slate tunnel in Evansville. So slate tunnel underground, going to someone's homes.
Yeah.
And I literally put 84 bags of concrete in the hole because I was fucking dead set that I was gonna set that place. And later I realized
84
Cements
84 bags, 80-pound bags of concrete. Dry pack that. 84 bags.
Two
of concrete.
pallets. 2 pallets of
And one of those,
Yeah.
because I was just determined.
Yeah.
Once you're 30 in,
Yeah.
Just keep seeing what happens.
Once you're 2¼ yards, then what's it
the
matter?
tapping bar lost it in the hole. I'm like, well,
Well,
fill it up.
let's go.
I had that. I had
90,
something
man.
like that. We just dumped. It was my last post. You know when we it was wet set, it was vinyl. We dumped it, and then where did all that concrete go? And I'm like, I have a bad feeling. Set them all, and then come back to this. And we emptied the truck, and then I had to end up blocking it with some landscape bricks to build it up. But I did have one hole where we dug. We were cleaning out. We dug it. No dirt came up. Weird. That's red flag 1. I go over with the postal diggers. I throw it in to clean it out. Shh.
Straight down.
Where did they go? They were lost. Never been found again.
A whole set of postal things.
Dude, and then I went down there and I could touch it with my finger, and then I moved it, and then you could hear it go again. No idea.
I'm done with that.
No idea. The city came out, had no explanation.
I did a tunnel. We were working at Salem State.
Oh, that was a
One
state
of the
day.
University days.
Don't say that out loud.
And
This is not anti-vaccine
It was
JC friends.
we were told everything was clear, everything was good to go.
Dig safe was called.
You've been smoked up before?
It was called. Dig safe was called.
I've never had one not clear. It was cleared and it was wrong.
So we were. It was a playground. It was a playground for daycare for the college. So if they have students with kids, they can leave the kids there and all that stuff. So we were putting up 4-foot galvanized chain link, and we had post off the building, 10 feet out, another post, 10-foot double drive gate, panels, more posts, turning corner, yada, head down. Our gate post, first post off the building. I set up a guy. He's green. He was new with us, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna mark out a square. You jackhammer the asphalt out, and then dig the hole. He jackhammers the asphalt out, clears the asphalt out. It's concrete. He's like, well, what's this? I go, I don't know. Maybe it's an old base or something here in the way. So I was like, oh, just work on it for a bit. We're gonna keep going this way. So he's jackhammering. 45 minutes goes by. He's still working on this hole. I go over there. I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, I'm getting a little deeper. I think it's finally breaking. We might be able to get through it. Oh, great. I walk away, jackhammering it, and then I just hear, whoa! And I turn around. the handles for the jackhammer are in the hole, and the jackhammer's gone. He's just holding the hole. And he's just holding it. He's like, I don't know what happened. I was like, well, pull that out. We pull it out. Fluorescent lights coming through the hole.
What?
There's a tunnel that goes from the building, from the daycare to the college for maintenance. So the maintenance. And just as that happened, the janitors walked over and they're like, oh, yeah, there's a tunnel that runs here. I was like, you guys walked by 17 times while we were doing this hole. You didn't say anything. We go, lo and behold, I go inside, I go downstairs. He missed a 24-inch main steam line for the boilers. The bit hit the pipe and kicked sideways. Luckily, the kid, it was a bomb that would have went off. He hit that. And I was like, what the heck? So I had to patch that hole. We had to move the hole. And I had to set a bunch of rebar and anchor this hole. That was a nightmare, but we got it done.
Tarzan says he hit an 1.5-inch gas line. I hit a 2-incher.
Well, we hit 2-inch high pressure. We hit 2-inch high pressure lines.
Sounds like an airplane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone comes out, 2-block radius.
One kid holding a dingle bar in the hole while he hit the light. I don't know what to do. Run! Get away from it.
The one guy had a ring of dirt. He started running like a banshee. I couldn't get the bit out fast enough. I was like, oh my God.
First time I hit one, I ran like a baby. I didn't know what was going on. I just ran. I'm like, wait, I should tell the customer to get out of the house. I don't know what to do.
He's unplugging things. No spark happens. Yeah.
Ryan Bohannon, how hard is it to sell to customer? I'm assuming
It's real easy.
no
So,
dig.
look, the conversation is like this. When you have a customer who says, I want to make sure that those posts are set tight and I want concrete in them, I would say, you realize that when 80,000 pound semis run down the highway,
With the guardrail they hit.
to keep them safe, we pound guardrail, no concrete. Like when we really, it's important to keep it strong, we pound.
Believe it or not, we do that here in New England too.
And when bridges get big enough, what do we do there? We use concrete, we drive by it. When buildings get tall enough, what do we do?
The industrial plants around me are all built on pylons. They bring the thing, go boom, boom,
So
boom, until it hits so hard.
around us, you realize that driving's the best way to go, but along the line somewhere, we convince the public that you must use concrete.
Well,
So explain that
let's
to them.
talk about that a little bit. Like, I'm not an expert by any means, but the technology in pounding seems to have come a long way recently.
Oh, for sure. I think that's why we're able to do it now in the backyards. I mean, ag fence world, they're look at the guys in the ag fence world are losing their mind right now because they're like, we've been pounding forever. What are you guys talking about? This ain't nothing new, and it's not.
They're driving a tractor down the field.
Right. But so now we have resources, technology, we have training, we have equipment, and we have material that is allowing us to do what they did in the ag world in a small backyard. It's 50 foot by 50 foot, right? Yep. With material that we're not pounding 6-inch freaking wood posts.
No, yeah.
We're pounding 1 3/4 little I-beam, right?
Yep.
So the technology, the training, and the material is what's allowed us to do it. We need to educate the consumers that this has happened.
Yep.
And it's easy. Every consumer I've told about, or even engineer that I brought it up to, they're like, you can pound? I mean, think about walls, retaining walls, with geogrids behind them.
Man, crushed stone.
So when you tell an engineer that you can pound a post in there, they're literally giddy.
Thank you.
And flipping. Oh, I didn't know this existed.
Yeah.
Cool. So tell them, and you got spec drawings with foundations that are ridiculous. Tell them about pounding.
Because they copy it, like you said,
They copy and paste.
Copy and paste.
They don't care, nor do they know.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it today. When Final first came out, they recommended to fill a concrete pole.
Fill the pole with concrete.
That
If
was
I wanted to
disastrous.
pound a pole in the ground when I was 18 years old, I had to bring an air compressor, 1-inch hose,
Massive.
100 feet of,
Oh,
100-pound rhino.
and a massive rhino, right? Was I going to do that for every backyard? No, but the way that I see it now,
you carried the pounder back there today with no problem.
significantly easier now than it ever would have been before.
Ryan says, I feel like I would have a hard time selling pounded posts due to the customer thinking we are cutting corners, which we kind of just covered.
2 times
covered
as
that.
deep there, guys.
When your lawn is manicured and it's beautiful, you don't want.
And
The
the
last thing you
post-
want is someone coming.
You have
over
less
and ripping
frosting.
it.
Yeah.
You have less frosting because you have less of a foundation for the
Essentially
ground.
none, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Can we talk about that too a little bit?
Yep.
All right. So I've heard a lot of different ideas about talking to the customer about pounding poles, and I've heard some people say, "Well, just don't tell them." And I just want to go out there and say, I don't like that. I want to educate the customer. I want to go that extra step. I want to show them videos of Shawn King, of Mark Olson pounding poles and then putting an airboat next to it and blow. I want to show them those videos. I want to use technology, right? We're all grown. We're all talking about being better. When I was a little guy coming up, if I wanted to write something down, it had to come from my mind and my fingers. I can go on ChatGPT in 30 seconds from now and explain to it what we're doing, and it will write you the most in-depth, most unbelievably clean and grammatically correct explanation of what I'm doing, and I can share that with the customer. Why don't we respect the customer enough to tell them up front? They're not going to be afraid of it if we tell them the truth. Educate the customer and tell them why it's better. Show them why it's better, because then they're going to want you over the next guy all that more. Don't not tell them.
Better value.
Now they come outside and they say, what the hell is going on? Why do I hear this dinging? It's 9 o'clock in the morning. There's some loud ass noise going on outside. Why is every fence I've seen been cemented? Why are you doing that? Why should we wait for the customer to ask us why?
In the beginning, I did not tell my customers, not because I didn't want them to know, because I just wanted the freedom to dig, sell, and set and pound others as we were working through the process for drivers and technology and processes. So we didn't even tell. But now we flip that.
Yep.
And now we use it as we're different than everybody else because we pound because we feel it's better.
Mm-hmm.
We feel it's better.
Yeah, it's proven that it's better.
Yeah. We tell them.
I prefer that all day. So if you're up in the air about worrying about customers, and I'm just one guy with one guy's opinion, educate yourself to the point.
Guy, you're mad.
Educate yourself to the point of proof.
Come on, JC Fitz.
And then educate the customer so that they can't doubt that you're doing the right thing for them.
And elite technique. Jordan Hunt says our 3-man crew rolls 300 to 400 feet backyard chain link a day. Drive style start to finish. Then back at the shop, but time to spare.
Well, there you go. 180 to 300. So it's almost double.
Almost double it. That's okay.
Alan Bolden, Trusted Fence down in Norman, Oklahoma says hi. Alan, you want to chime in on your experience at the retreat? Mary says love it.
That's my mama.
Kevin Poole, when you add quality and durability, the sell is easy. Plus, when it's all you offer now, we set ourselves apart from competitors.
After I left this place for the no dig training, he sold the next 4 jobs no dig. He took all 4.
Yep.
Tarzan, put that on a hat, on a t-shirt.
I don't remember what it was. We'll put it on something.
Backyard Fence, what do y'all do when customer says y'all got this done so fast?
I tell them that.
If you don't pay for my time, pay for my talent.
Yeah, that's right.
It took me 10 years to learn to do this in 30 seconds. You're paying for my experience.
Well, we've talked about that in our sales meetings as well, and it's the fact that we are pricing this job in order to pound. And that's the way we priced it. And if we have to dig, that's okay.
Yeah.
Right? It's okay if we have to dig. We're not going to charge you anymore.
Yeah.
Justin Neri, nice hat, Matt.
Justin Neri.
Justin, you like that? That's my boy right there.
Justin from the greatest state in the country, Iowa, Shawn King, if you didn't realize that. That's right.
I thought New Hampshire was the greatest state in the country.
Well,
I thought it was New England, not New Hampshire.
wherever Justin is, we're going to give it the 2 thumbs up.
Justin Carousel, and King Plus allows you to drive privacy fence. I really want to learn that.
Well, it's not hard to learn that. Where you at? Be here tomorrow?
You think he's in Alabama?
Oh, Alabama.
Yeah, he's Alabama.
Yeah. We've already done it in Alabama, brother. You missed the ship on that one. Come to Evansville, April 4th and 5th.
Josh, he was at the retreat last year. I'm going to butcher his last name.
Who?
Beaudry.
Bowdy.
Bowdy? Is that how you say it? Bowdy.
John Bowdy?
No, Joshua. Boudry.
Bowdy.
No, with All American Fence.
Oh.
Out of Michigan.
Only
I know I'm not. I feel confident. I'm not going to get this one right. No one, neither one. He was at your retreat, Shawn. I'm just saying. Most customers are thrilled that we aren't tearing up their yard. That's a big plus.
Thrilled?
They're thrilled. They're like,
How many customers have given you crap about why is there dirt under my fence, or why did you put dirt in my
your customer say
forest?
that to you?
Oh, man. Well,
You're
No
not
way.
going to take the dirt?
The first conversation we have with them when we get on site, when we're
Where would
digging,
you like this
we're
dirt?
going to have extra dirt after every single one
Yep.
of these vinyl poles. Where do you want us to put it? Oh, what do you mean? You take it? No,
Yeah.
like it.
I don't want it.
You're in a $2.5 million house with Kentucky
Maybe
bluegrass.
they don't have
laid
anywhere to
out.
put
They
it.
have nowhere to put it. You have to find
So
somewhere
when
to
they
put it.
call her office so upset about that, and if I happen to get the phone call, Mrs. Jones mad that we left her dirt there, I would say, Oh my God, absolutely. We left every piece of dirt behind because I know you paid good money for that land. I would never steal any dirt from you. We would still, it's all there for you. I know you paid good money for it. I wouldn't steal it. Didn't take a drop. They're like, what are you talking about?
We dig all our holes, we pull the hole.
People pay a lot of money for that. What is that?
No, somebody did it with their hands.
Somebody gave us some fireworks.
No, you do it like I can't remember how you do it. No, it's definitely not any of that. It's definitely not any of that.
So what we do is we dig all our holes and we put everything on tarp. And then after
What we used to do before we found
now,
out.
yeah, exactly. Now we'll
So where do you throw these tarps?
We pick them
the
up.
tarps, we pick them up, we
We put
put
tarps in like homeless or something.
well now, yeah.
Where do you do
Yeah.
that?
They used to be like,
No, I need those.
these were my nice camping tarps that I had cut up to use for work, so. But no, we take the dirt, dump it in a wheelbarrow, and then we haul it off the road.
You have a dig jig? Bro, why do you think
Oh man, that dig jig's
That jig's nice.
Come on,
We're not
brother.
using an auger 90% of the time because why? We have a shit ton of rock.
We don't have any
You
rocks.
have rocks, brother. We sold it today.
Adam
We learned you have less dirt.
Less dirt. That's all right. We have a shit ton of less dirt.
Adam Sims says that just disappeared. Tomorrow, I'd like to see a video if there's any flex in the King Plus like you see with the Postmasters.
Not doing King Plus tomorrow though.
Well, you do a version.
So is there
Let's
flex?
rename this one. Can we?
King.
This is special for us. It's not.
I said Matt Plus.
No, we don't want to name
Carolina
it after me.
Plus.
Let's not name it after me.
Hey.
It's still a king with a box.
It's the Northeast Master.
Yeah, but have you ever put up a King Plus?
New England Plus. New England Plus. New England Plus. Boston Plus. New England.
Plus.
New England Plus. I like the New
New
England.
England. Let's do New England.
Plus.
Don't do it New England. New England Plus. I
I
mean,
like
it's,
it.
you're a brand. You can call
You
it.
can call it
The plus is
You
it.
can call it anything plus, but NE for New England.
Yeah.
Oh, ND plus.
Ah.
That's it right there.
Oh.
ND plus. New England. I love it. ND plus.
Kevin
Concept. Just
That's badass.
Kevin Poole says
Put
there's.
that on a t-shirt.
Yes, right. Kevin Poole says there's a flex, but there's part of
I
the
need my attorney to trademark that real quick.
but part of the durability. Kevin Poole says there's flex, but that's part of the durability to not allow the forces to transfer directly to the footings.
But there's a whole lot less force with Schedule 40, guys. I'm telling you right now. Schedule 40 compared to Postmaster is, or I should say wing post.
Please don't get
Let's
me
say
started
wing
on the
post.
wing post.
Wing post.
What's that?
Please don't get me started.
That's just the post with like a square of the wings.
You know the postmaster.
Ah, winged post.
What are we calling them, Postmasters?
No, stop.
Dan knows how I feel about them.
Then you
Oh, yeah.
The
The post.
ugliest thing that ever
Whoa.
is the wing post.
The wing
We
post.
use those for stop signs here in New England. We don't use that for fence.
we sell them to our competitors.
We'll just slap a board on the back of it.
Yeah.
No, look here.
Yeah, we
It's
design
gonna look beautiful.
It obviously wasn't designed by a fence guy.
No.
Backyard fence he's on, I think, Team Matt. Postmasters were a disaster. Never want to do a postmaster again.
Yes.
There you go, bro.
Smart man.
I was speaking of the King Plus, Kevin Poole. Yep, we were.
NE plus, I love it. NE plus,
Michael Brooks says party time, homie.
homie. You found my sign yet, Michael?
Jordan Hunt, good night. A couple guys are tuning off. It must be bad time.
Man, it's about an hour. and
Look
40
at the
minutes.
comments, man.
We might be
I'm
pressing
gonna
on.
watch it right now.
You're still over 30,
Oh my god.
and we were hitting 45. It's a lot. That's a good one. Any last questions, guys? Jonathan Everson, last wing post we put in was at Starbucks. Oh, it said enter and exit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, that's your guy. That's your guy. That's Dude, this guy's got jams for days, man. All
I can't
day.
wait for him tomorrow. It's gonna be a blast. Damn.
This guy's got it. Justin Nair, we don't need to make things difficult. Rounded is the strongest shape. Galvanized will last longer than wood, and driven posts work and have forever. Justin Nair,
Come on, bro.
Is he
It's
not
the obvious.
perfect. Justin Nair's just a great guy.
He's just a-
Man, we love
Amazing guy.
from the greatest state in the country. Backyard fence. King Plus is smart. Hides the metal post. Customers freak out when they see metal, basically.
I agree.
And Michael Brooks says, "What event are you all at?" We are at. We just wrapped up the North.
Shawn King Road Show.
The road show, yes.
That's Academy Road Show.
We had the Northeast Regional Trade Show, which
That's awesome.
blew
Groton, Connecticut.
blew attendance out of the water, right?
Sure did.
Just crushed it. And now we did the Boston thing today. What do you call
We
it?
did the Boston tour. Yep.
Traffic tour. We've seen a lot of tail left.
experience.
Shawn King went through Boston this morning. Michael Brooks in his RV and trailer, and it was rough. It was definitely rough. But now we're at Matt Sheridan's JC Fence Elite Technique. We are doing a Mission Fence Academy training. Sharing. That starts tomorrow. So anybody in the area, stop up. There's still time. Kingston, New Hampshire.
Hey, if you're listening, don't come. We already have too many people.
Too late.
We already have a lot. Jonathan Everson, guys, great job tonight. I'm going back to put Prince back to bed. Look forward tomorrow. If you guys need a ride home tonight, let me know.
You're already home, brother.
Yeah.
These guys are sleeping in the RV tonight.
Yeah.
My wife's coming to pick us up. We're good.
Justin Carousel, Shawn, where did you say to be to learn King Plus, or can I call up High Seal Fence and learn from them?
You can do both.
Christian teach, right?
Yeah, Christian teach. Yep.
But you always are down there. There's always
We're gonna
some
be
time.
there, 18th to 22nd.
18th through the 22nd of
April.
April. Yeah. So eventbrite.com, look up Mission Fence Academy.
That's it.
And then it'll list in there just like the concerts do. Have fun tonight, guys. That's from Mr. Brooks. JC Gurry Science.
Oh, Heidi's
Fun
still
Show.
here.
She's still here. Man,
Heidi, you go on the hook for fence signs for everybody at the Academy.
the 2024 Mr. Fence Academy retreat.
Custom
Heidi,
sign.
I'd like to see that. How sweet would that be?
I want the custom sign. I mean, come on, man. One sign for each person.
A blue chrome sign?
Definitely gonna be blue chrome.
I like it.
It's gonna have to have a little green in it, a little red in it, a little
Yeah.
red in it.
I like that too. And then we're caught up.
I got a new design for the JC fence signs.
What is that?
Oh, it's got one.
Oh, not
Okay.
the bad, man. That's the time to drop it.
That's what you call a teaser right there. That's what you call a teaser.
You're up
If you're
really top.
interested, tune back in next time.
Oh, he ain't no magic buttons on there. Just
There are, but I got it tuned out. Let's talk, she said.
All right.
Heidi, come on. My wife has been messaging you on Messenger, I think.
Check your messenger, Heidi.
So get with Heather.
We like it. That was good.
Oh, what a night.
Closing thoughts, Shawn King.
Oh,
You're up here in the Northeast. We call it New England, but that's not a state.
I feel confident. I'm gonna go to bed tonight and sleep very well.
Did you have to pound that one post and sleep it just to sleep good tonight?
I've been thinking about this over and over.
Yeah.
That one gave me confidence.
We were back here.
We're going to hit rock tomorrow, and it's going to somewhere in that yard. It's going
What
to
happened?
It's going to go. We'll deal with that when it happens,
Mhm.
and work a solution.
Exactly.
Figure it out.
Because that's what we need.
You know, I'm still trying to figure out exactly the spacing that we have for King Plus. No, NE Plus.
Eddie Club.
Any plus.
What is that? What is that spacing between those pickets?
Between the bowl, between post and post, finish is 91.25 all. So
So
center
we
to
go
center.
91. Because I got a jig for it.
Yeah, so center to center is,
No.
is about 95.
So end of board to board is 91.25, and then your boxes are
But that's with the box. 91 and a quarter between the boxes.
That's the size of our pre-built
Inside to inside.
inside.
so 91.25,
Yeah.
and then your box is 5.5 inches wide,
Correct.
Correct.
minus 2.5,
So now it changed.
Correct.
It changed
Plus-
center to center a little bit, but we'll figure it out.
plus 1.5 plus. No, it wouldn't be. It would be minus.
And you're making this complicated shit. 91 and a quarter between
Yeah, but then how are you gonna do your post though?
centers.
You have
we
an
said
inside
90,
post.
95 and a half on centers.
When we use our 5x5s, it was so the 5x5 finishes at 4.5. So it was 95. So add an inch to that. So I guess
No, that's easy. That's easy. That's easy.
And then make those equalizer tags be that number.
Exactly.
Or less when you trim the last board.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
You should be able to make a
So we
2x4 jig.
don't have this figured out just yet.
It's a learning process for all of
We'll
us.
figure it out live tomorrow.
That's right.
All right. Any closing thoughts, Shawn King? Other than that,
No, I'm going to go to bed very confidently. Sit tight tonight. I'm going to catch up with some sleep. Matt, what do you think?
Closing thoughts, Matt. Share down to JC Fence.
We've got a pocket full of nuggets.
EliteTechnique.com for all your.
I'm just excited for the future and happy, proud to be part of the industry at the moment.
You're going to be the change. He's going to be the change.
It's not me, it's everybody, right? We don't do this alone. We do this together.
But it's
There's
took
no
one
need
guy.
for anybody to try to do anything on their own. We're all going to work together. Having bright, smart people around you is the move. There's one nugget to take away from this. It's surround yourself with people smarter than you.
He says it all the time. Like, get in the room with these guys.
Anthony,
You guys do that?
talking about getting around people, what was it like to be around all those guys at the Northeastern Regional Trade Show?
I've always I've been doing this 18 years now, and I'm finally able to sit down and talk with guys who've been doing it longer, who have made names for themselves. Mr. Shawn King standing here right next to me. You, everybody, and it's just the amount of knowledge that I've been able to take in through all of this time has been incredible. And I'm beyond excited for the future for what we have going on.
Kevin Poole says, by the way, Shawn Strong wins here the other day. 8-foot King Plus held strong.
Let's go.
Let's
So
do
you're
it.
saying there's a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Dan Wheeler.
Yeah. Closing thoughts?
Some thoughts, Dan Wheeler.
Oh, wait,
That's 1 year, 3 year
my man.
goals
Thank you, man.
for the Fence Industry Podcast.
Dude,
My man, thank you.
we haven't even scratched the surface. Video's coming. I'm telling Shawn right now when he tours the country next winter, I'm coming with him and we're gonna do shop tours.
1 year goal.
We're doing shop tours in live
Come on, man.
next winter. You better plan it, dude.
Come on,
Write it
put
down.
on the schedule.
All the,
Accountability.
I'm telling you,
Oh,
that's just the way it's gonna be.
Oh, man.
Can you imagine that? Now, I don't know if you want me to drive this. I can.
I'm
I
not
can.
sure if you
But
should. You
I
said
just-
you don't drive very well earlier.
At night,
You
when
did
it's
say-
dark, I don't drive. I'm really, my depth
We
perception
drive
gets off.
drive at night.
Okay, bad idea. I'll talk to you.
Jordan Hunt did a great job.
By that time, Shawn, you're gonna have a chauffeur. Is that what they call them?
Yeah.
You're gonna have one of those. I think he's
So we got the 1 year goal. I'm not letting you off the hook. 3 year goal from now.
Nice job.
dude, 3-year goal.
Where is the Fence Industry Podcast, and how does it continue to help educate and bring the fence industry to the next level?
Well, I won't be in the field in 3 years, so I'm going to dedicate a lot of time. I'll be on that verge of traveling every weekend or 2 weekends a month all year to a fence company.
Wow.
That's where I'm going.
To continue to bring knowledge, education.
On-site tours, on-site visits. I'm going to meet up with Shawn a lot because
Love it.
he's not stopping. I'm not stopping.
I lost the stop button, remember?
Yeah,
I realized.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know what I'm talking about.
Let's close this thing down with this.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to thank both of you guys for all the time, the effort, the energy that you guys bring to the industry, because it shows, it means a lot, and
Level 15, baby.
That's right. That's
Thank you,
right.
guys.
Fast
You haven't seen nothing yet. I love working. Wait till tomorrow morning. Dude, I'm about to build a fence at every
So
house.
I've never built fence with Dan Wheeler.
No. Wild.
Never happened.
Wild.
tomorrow's the day.
Dude,
The
I
two
need
of
a.
us are gonna be trying to outdo each other all day.
I'm just telling you right now. I need a 20.
Some cement tomorrow.
Dude, I need a 25-foot fat max, and I need a pair of 8-inch crescents.
25.
Okay, I gotta have it. I gotta, because I feel
25
naked.
22 foot.
25 foot, a 25 footer.
Oh, fat max.
Fat max tape measure.
I think it's
Stain.
25-foot tape measure or level one. Why didn't I see one? But we have a 25-foot fat max. Yes.
Okay, I have
Your
that.
name on it.
Yes, I have to have it here in my crescent 8-inch right here.
VW on there for you.
Matt, my mom says she loves you.
I love you too, Bonnie.
Hey,
All right, guys.
appreciate it.
This was awesome. We got to do this more often.
We should. We
Sure.
killed it tonight. This could be the next the best industry podcast.
You know he's number 1 on downloads, and you're number 2 on
Not
number
making me blush.
Number
You-
one, number
you-
two.
on my top
Number
show.
one, the two right here.
I swear to God.
Presents-
and,
the presents are
and anything was my first guest ever.
So this one should be like number
First
0.
guest ever.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I'm
You're the
telling
first guest ever.
First
What
guest
from the
ever.
concept we used to just talk it up
On the
like,
top
on
2
Instagram.
most
He's one of the 3
This is
people.
epic right here.
One of the 3 people I messaged on Instagram. Like, dude, I think I want to do a fence podcast. He said, do it.
Yeah.
Nope.
He drops the first episode and then he messages me. He goes, "Hey, so it's going good. I think you want to be a guest." What?
Oh,
You want me
wow.
as a guest? We're doing this now.
Till you just brought it up.
That's
Yeah.
freaking awesome.
Pretty
Wild, huh?
Yeah.
Where's this one gonna go? This is gonna be off the chain.
Dude, this one's going to be wild. I love it.
Love it.
It's 3 years ago. This is
Yes.
nuts.
Anthony, Shawn, Matt, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm Dan Wheeler. We're signing out, guys.
See you guys. Bye.